Yo, what up, though? Bless you. Bless you, Nanny.
She's silly.
She's a silly girl.
Did you get a lot of likes for your earlier video with that you did your interview?
Oh yeah. Well, no, they haven't uploaded that one. You're talking about? No, there's a lot of editing going on with that one.
Oh,
Yeah, he's gonna make it look real nice.
Interview. Bless you.
A plus, what up, though? Isaac, what up, though? Money Miz, what up, though? Poppin', fellas.
Why is she sneezing so much, babe?
I don't know. She's chilling. She's playing. She's having fun because she got a little outfit on.
Pretty girl.
Only female in the crew. What up, Nisa Craigs? Oh, she's taking off on me. She's taking off.
Where's Selena?
Ponce on some bullshit. What's she on, man? You joking?
Oh, look, because I said I just woke up.
Yeah, you just woke up and shit. What's good, Battle Rap fan?
Don't I sound like I just woke up?
You sound like you're about to go to bed or just woke up.
I just woke up.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I think I'm about to get up and QC a couple work orders.
You would. You would.
Yeah, I'm petty like that.
Yeah. Avocado took his first. It wasn't his fault. It was it's the Wi-Fi's fault.
Who?
The battle earlier. It was the Wi-Fi's fault. They're blaming the guy.
What's his name? Avocado?
Avocado.
That's his name? The battler?
Nah, he films the battles, but he has his own, he was throwing a free battle event.
And his name's Avocado?
Man, that's his nickname.
He's Spanish.
I don't know. Is Avocado Spanish, y'all? Y'all know more than me. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't think he's Spanish. But...
No? Well, then that's a funny name. He's probably got a lot of Spanish friends. Because that's a funny name for somebody that's not Spanish.
Yeah. I know. Can't be hot on the goat, man. He's the man. That man white. Okay. I know. He white.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he white. I love when my girl have that just wake up voice. Sound all soft, sound like she love me. He did try, Melvin. He definitely tried. He's half Mexican? I have no idea. I'm not gonna do a detective investigation on it, like on Jim's, right? I believe it. Yeah, we are tripping, man. We tripping.
What, you got on a WrestleMania shirt?
It's review away.
How come you don't wear any of your snotty shirts that...
All I do is wear my snotty shirts. What are you talking about?
When? I don't see them.
Because you don't be watching me. You don't be watching me enough. Ponce doesn't even watch me, y'all.
I did. Excuse me. Sir, I did watch.
When?
I watched the one that you said that I wanted answers and that we were going to shit you. I watched it and I liked it.
Okay.
Right.
That was one.
You didn't even have to ask me. I just happened to see that it was up and I watched it twice.
I would not have killed them if it was URL doing a free battle, man. Come on, man. You're tripping. It was a free event. What you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? URL would never throw a free event, so there's that.
They might.
Yeah, right. Jay Biz, you free? Ask for what's up, man. We free. What up, Joe Owens? What up, Melvin?
They might, babe. They might feel like they want to give some fan love, like a fan appreciation event.
Yeah, right. They're raising their prices. They're charging 45. They said they're gonna go to maybe 60 on the next one.
For what?
That's how they do. That's how they do. Because they got Hollow. They got Hollow in the mix.
Okay.
If Sharon was on the card, I would have been pissed. I would have cried, A+. I would have cried. What up, Michael Richard?
Why would you have cried if Sharon was on the card?
Because we didn't get to see it, you know, I got messed up.
Oh, well, he said he's going to do it tomorrow. He's going to do the whole thing tomorrow, so
Yeah.
he's going to see it tomorrow.
I said 8 in the morning he's going to have it up.
So they're raising their prices because they have hollow? Do you think it's because they have to raise more money to be able to afford him?
Well, number one, it's in a small room, so they don't have, that's the one where they're not going to sell tickets at the door. So they probably want to make up for that. And yeah, Hollow's definitely costing. They got Arsenal on the card. They got a bunch of big hitters on the card.
So they have to raise more money too.
Yeah, but there's a certain point you can't cross where it's like you're pricing up your fan base, you know, because it's easier.
Maybe they need some sponsors, like how
Big Al, what up though?
King of the Dot had Drake help us sponsor some of their stuff. Maybe they need a heavy hitter. They need good sponsors.
You know how they do. Millionaire, I see you, man. I got you. Really funny, man. Is $45 too much? I don't think 45 is too much, but they're gonna raise it. They're gonna raise it to 60 probably. That's what it's looking like.
60 is too much. That's like a pay-per-view,
like a legit one, right?
Yeah, like not bootleg. And you got Pookie and Ray Ray on doing the mix and all that. Whatever, your camera guys, like legit.
Reed Jones, what up though? Miss Nisa, you made a live. That's what's up. Yeah, she's Puerto Rican, absolutely. Big Al said, what up though?
What up though?
It's that One United Front right there, Big Al. Yo, DME, you get any tea, any bar and grills in New York? No, we ain't got no other ones. Where did you get that shirt? If you know about it, I'll tell you. Let me know if you know about it. That's why I wanted to see if anybody knew what it was. If you know what it is, I'll reveal it. No, I spend that on weed. 60 is good. What's up, Reed?
You must buy the small bags.
Shut up. Can she cook DME? Nah, hell no, I do the cooking. What up, though, Nick? I appreciate you.
Excuse me.
Hey, that's a fact. Don't even deny it. Hey, Nick just donated. What up? I appreciate you, Nick. You always, man. Always a real one.
Excuse me, babe. Excuse me. I do cook. I make us healthy food, salads, and salmon.
Y'all hearing this? This is what she cooks. Salad. She said she cooks salad, man.
And salmon. I make us good stuff.
A+, I think it is worth 45. But it should stay there. You know, if they gonna make it 60, they should have just made it 60. I don't. Come up front with it, but raising it's kind of weird. Raising it.
I feel like you're trying to out me to live.
They all know you. They all know you can't cook.
You're trying to imply that I don't cook. I do cook.
Salad ain't cooking. They're saying.
I make chili.
They said from your responses you can't cook.
Everybody's clowning me.
Tuna and salad. Rice cake. She makes a hell of a rice cake.
I make ghetto tuna salad.
It's Lux on the card. Yeah, I ain't worried about it. I'm not. It's like I can afford 60. I can afford $100. I'm just talking about the general consumer. I charge $200. I'm gonna buy a fucking hollow, but I don't think everybody's going to be down for that, especially when they always be crying about the bootlegs. I'm sick of people bootlegging. Well, you're out pricing a lot of people. Some people, $60 is a lot to some people. You make $400 a month, $60.
So what if people are bootlegging? That's
Justin, you got it. That's what's up. My man JB came through. What'd you say, babe?
Bootlegging is just part of the, you know, the process. Some people
charge it to the game, right?
It's not that they can't pay the 45 or the 60; they just don't want to. So they bootleg.
Who's paying 60 for an eighth? I pay about $200 per ounce. Yeah, I know. Yeah, some people, they don't care if they got it or not. They're still gonna bootleg that, but you can't help those people. You charge it to the game, man. Like Silk the Shocker shit. Charge it to the game. Avo is filming it. Avo's filming at 100. He's their guy now. He's their guy. Talk that big money shit, but y'all still order the pay-per-view? I watch it for free and such and such. They took too long to drop battles. They take way too long to drop battles. You want me to get into the whole URL business plan? Oh, my God. What up, Mo Skrilla? What up, Doe, man? And they pay $100 for a ticket at the door. That's true, but it's still different, you know. Like that's being there live. That's a whole experience, you know. Like freaking Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao was like $75. Everybody was saying that was a lot, and that was like a huge event. Or even Floyd and what's his name? And the one that just Conor.
McGregor.
Yeah, that was a lot, but they didn't, you know. That's boxing, man. That's pay-per-view. That's a real legit cable shit. 60 for an eighth is better than getting 2/8. Well, if you're paying 60 for an eighth, you should only be paying 100 for a quarter. And you get the discount. You gotta get You gotta get the quantity discount. You know how it works. What's the point of holding on to battles that long? Melvin, Melvin. They have this thing where they think that holding on, doing their pay-per-views, where they hold on to the battle, right, for so long, and that will make people drive more people to their pay-per-views. But it doesn't work like that, man. It's common sense, man. You know, just because you don't drop a battle for 3 months doesn't mean all people just start buying the pay-per-views. That's basically you could just buy the pay-per-views. But you know, a month later, a month and a half, bro, it won't kill you to drop it, bro. You already made your money, you know, and you built your foundation from YouTube, and now you're just gonna abandon them. And ain't nobody want to watch no 3 to 4 month old battle. You can't just say everyone has to pay now. You know, it doesn't work like that. You gotta understand the mind of the consumers. But you know, it's tough out here for some business people. I might cop the pay-per-view. You should cop it. I'll cop it just to support. You know, even though they could be doing a lot more, but still support. And if you want to watch it legit, watch, you know. Am I going to be surprised if that thing ain't bootleg to hell? No. Probably. I don't recommend bootlegs at all. I don't watch bootlegs because it's bad stuff. But, I mean, come on, man. Common sense. You know, it's economics. And just pettiness. I ain't paying $60, and I've been to events, guaranteed somebody choke bootleggers. I mean, the last Smack had 2 chokes. Smack Battle had 2 chokes in the right. It had Chess and it had B Magic, both choked, which is a shame because if they didn't choke, that would have probably been one of the best events ever. They ruined what could have because okay, you had Twerk and JC Fire Battle. Mike P and Suge was all right. It was good. What else was on there? Of course, Iron and Rum Nitty. That was a classic of all time. And then you got Briz and O-Red. That was fire. I mean, you know, not the most fire, but it was good. And then the B Magic and Chess was trash. You know, especially when Chef Tress came on. Chef Tress was there to make a classic, and he didn't get that back. Man. He didn't get that back. They just started doing pay-per-views though. Yeah, this is probably be going on. It's been less than a year. Remember when I first started blogging, man, my first after the Bozo the Clown shirts, my next 2 blogs were about URL. You guys start doing pay-per-views, bro. We all gotta start doing some pay-per-views. Like, what you talking about? Then they finally did them, but then what happened from that, the reaction from the pay-per-views was, well, we're not going to drop the battles on YouTube forever. So it was kind of like, I mean, they didn't have to go that route. I've laid this all out. I've done like 10 blogs on how they should run their business, but I don't work there, so I have no power. Just a guy talking. I want to see Bangs versus Dot. Bangs versus Dot. That's fire, man. I don't care what nobody says. Mike P versus Suge was fire. Yeah, I only watched it like once, twice, maybe twice. You know, that's another one. It was like 3 years ago, right? 3 months ago. $40 to $50 at the door is decent. Yeah, but is it that cheap? I don't think it's that cheap. I think even general admission like 75. I don't know. I've never been to URL. Mike P might take it on Cam. I mean, I don't think he did as bad as people thought. I know I gave it to Suge when it happened. I didn't mind his what's your life like? I mean, that's his life. That's your life. You're gonna, you know, you're a white boy who you know, thought about killing himself. You know, that's what he talked about. You know, I'm mad at that. You know, what can you do? So it was real. It was real. Yeah, I don't know what happened on my end, but I kept going to the channel. It's like they wanted you to donate, but they ain't free in my book. What you talking about, Mo Skrilla? What you talking about? Joe versus Loso? Is that a PG? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? Is that a PG? Joe versus Loso, man. I think Loso might work Joe, man. I don't know, man. Franchise just, I thought beat Joe down, man. Joe's all right, but, you know, it's like, I don't know about Joe, man. He's like the opposite of Mike P. You know, like Mike P, you kind of believe his stuff. Joe, it's like, all right, man. You're like, you're Joe Buttons. You're Joe Buttons, right? That's your favorite rapper. So he's a self-proclaimed Joe Budden stan who started watching battle rap, you know, when Joe Budden battled Hollow. So that's why he got into it. And Joe's fire. Joe versus DME. I think I could beat Joe, right? No, right? I still don't like. What is the name? Joe. And that's another thing. Y'all battlers, man. Y'all need to understand one thing. When you're introduced to your freak, when you're about before the battle, and they're like, "Oh, my man, standing to the right, introduce yourself," right? And then you just stand there like everyone's supposed to know your name. Oh yeah, okay. First of all, not everybody knows you, all right? Second of all, people are gonna watch you for the first time on YouTube, and they're gonna be like, you know, who's that guy? Yeah, I understand it's in the title, but it's still, maybe they didn't read. You know, people are, they click on something, they don't know what's popping, and then they got to go to the title and see who's who. You know, especially if they're new, just say your name. They never. Half these battlers are so conceited. They're like, it's like 90% of them. Like, oh, say, you know, who you are. You. And they're like, yeah, you know, it's me. It's Little Joe. It was never Big Joe. He changed his name from Little Joe to Big Joe. Dot need to be on Smack Volume 3? I never know. I wouldn't mind that. I mean, Dot, we gotta see some more Dot. Nick Fax, that shirt is low-key a classic. That was one of the best Fetty and Bangs I ever seen. Bangs rebuttals were crazy. Joe had emo rap on lock before Drake. Talking about Joe Buttons? Probably, yeah. Hey, man, that's my name, bro. All right, Joe is I'm not. My bad, man. I don't mean to disrespect you, bro. You know, listen, I hear you, though. I just don't understand. Like, the name is just Joe. Like, it's just too plain to me. Like, when, like, let's say I want to Google you. You know, what am I going to Google Joe? Like, you know, it's going to come up. You're going to come up before Joe, probably. You know, you got to have a Googleable name. You know, like Disaster at least has a Z instead of an S, so you kind of, it's easy. But Joe is just Joe. Laughing out loud, Little Joe Bonanza. It was. You guys ever seen Little Joe before he came to URL? That was his name in every battle. I think Norbs told him to drop the little. Slow it down. I just dissed you. You know, buddy. Rap like you're reading it. I have a plan that would involve big sponsors. What's your plan, niece? I'd like to hear your plan. URL definitely needs to know about it. They need to get in their mix. Remember, Pat Stay started that bullshit organic. Introduce yourself, Pat Stay. Stand there, put it in his hands, up dark side. Yeah, I mean, Pat Stay's, he just thinks he's the man, Yeah, the crowd knows who you are, bro, but someone watching you for the first time, now they got to go back into the 3 Mile in the House. 3 Mile stand up. That's what's up. Now they got to go back and look at the title, and then they got to match the two battlers of who's who. If you both don't say your name, then what? If you both don't say your name, now what? Now we got to wait for bars, so we got to wait for name flips to figure it out. Like, I don't know, man. Joe Louis is a legend. He's definitely a legend. Joe Montana is a legend. Who else? What other Joe is there? Who's a good Joe legend? You know any Joe legends, babe?
Joe legend?
You know, like the name Joe, like a famous Joe, besides Joe Montana and Joe Louis. Yeah, no. Joe Owens is a legend, that's for sure. He's from 3 Mile. My man Joe Owens, he's from the D, but he cracking on 3.
Say he's on 3 Mile.
Yeah, we all on 3 Mile. I'm on 3 Mile. That's where I'm located.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Joe wears Under Armour. Yeah, that's another problem, bro. He wears Under Armour shirts to his battles. Like, I've never liked Under Armour. Y'all, who be rocking Under Armour shirts? I never liked those.
Somebody corny.
Somebody. She said it, not me.
I mean, they're bunk. I mean, I wouldn't get you one. I'd be like, these are kind of gay. I'm cool.
And that's what's
you might not like this.
DME versus Caps Volume 3. Caps don't battle, does it? Not a battler. DME and Caps would be fire, yeah. Me versus Caps, that what you all want to see if I got in the ring? Pat versus Hollow Hand Classic? I think so. Of course it's a classic. That's a classic. Pat and Hollow Hand was a classic, in my opinion. King of the Dot Classic for sure. Googleable name, come on, DME Truth, that's that. Googleable name, come on, DME Truth, that's that. You talking about me? My name's kind of Googleable. There's not much, there's only other DME is like there's like an airport, or I don't know what it is. It's like some kind of, I don't know. And then freaking Dirty Money Entertainment came out after me. So anytime you Google DME, Dirty Money Entertainment comes up. That's why I became DME Detroit. That's definitely Googleable. Nobody else named that. Chill Pat Stay was God when he had the chain. I thought he couldn't be beat. He definitely was. He definitely was. Still doesn't mean he shouldn't announce his name. When Pat Stay with the chain was the best the chain ever was. That was held the most weight, I think. That's a fact. You can't deny that. Did not roast. Did we roast Joe Owens? No. Oh, Joe Namath, Joe Frazier. I got yeah. Definitely legends. Absolutely. Joe Jackson. Yeah. Under Armour supports Trump. Joe battling Lex Luthor. Exactly. Joe versus freaking Superman's arch rival. Like, what are we doing? Steph Curry signed to Under Armour. Yeah, and it's trash. It's still trash. You ever bought a pair of Steph Curry shoes, bro? I did. Those are corny too. I don't know what Steph Curry's thinking, man. She clowning. Yeah, she definitely clowning. G.I. Joe, definitely. G.I. Joe, yep. Joe 90. And his sneaks have outsold everyone else sneaks since Under Armour signed them. Doesn't mean they're not corny, though. I bought them here, so they probably did. Fat Joe. Fat Joe, yeah, Fat Joe. Let's not forget Fat Joe. Google DME YouTube star King of the Dot. What pops up? Do I pop? I gotta pop up. Maybe not. 2018, the year of Joe. You heard it here. What's up, Dave? What up, Dave? Pat Stay's not ass, man. Maybe now, but come on, let's show respect to Pat. Patrick, come on, Patrick, you old plumber. Come on now. Joey Dolphins. Calico took his soul with one poke. True. That's a fact. Calico hurt Pat Stay's soul in that battle, man. All right. Looked like it was getting niece. We haven't heard Niece, we haven't heard your
Who won?
whatchamacallit, Calico one. Calico, they almost got into a fight. Didn't we watch that?
I mean, babe, we watched.
I knew you were gonna say that. I don't even know why I asked. I knew you were gonna say it. I knew exactly what you were gonna say. I think we did.
I don't really. Pat Stay is okay. I mean, he's okay, but I wouldn't pick him over Calico. Hell no.
What's up, man? Detroit in the house represent. Yeah, they almost got into a fight. Pat Stay was poking at him. You know?
Really?
Yeah, and then
he must not know about niggas from Detroit. Yes. Isn't he from Nova Scotia or something?
He's from Nova Scotia. That's a fact. Chill, Pat Stay be talking to these dudes.
You don't know no better.
You don't know. Nova Scotia is a thug life, I heard out there. That's what they've been claiming.
Is that right?
Yeah, Pat Stay be talking about it, man, about how the hard times up in Nova Scotia.
I can't tell.
So there's gonna be killers out there, man. The killers out there.
What, in Nova Scotia?
Yeah, and that was the route that Calico took. He's like, man, fuck Nova Scotia. Ain't nothing ever happened in no Nova Scotia. That's what he was saying.
Right. I'm trying to think of Forensic Files. I ain't never seen nobody do nothing up in Nova Scotia.
You ain't never seen Forensic Files on Nova Scotia? You ain't right.
No. I mean, I'm not saying that there's not, probably some weird serial killers out there, but I mean, we haven't heard about them.
They got Thug over there. That's a fact. Okay, all right.
Police wear those weird furry hats too. They do.
Joey Badass, yeah, he cool. I like Joey Badass. Joe the plumber. Joe is the text. Judge Joe Brown, another one. Joey Stacks. All right. Joe LaDuke. We got a lot of Joes up in here. Joey Two Times. What was the guy in the Goodfellas, the two-time guy? What was his name? Timmy Two Times? Is that what his name was?
I thought it was like Two Thumbs or something like that.
No, 2 times. He said everything twice.
Oh,
Nene is freaking. She's snoring like crazy right now.
Everything my baby does is cute.
I didn't say it wasn't cute. I said she was snoring.
Do I say anything when you snore?
Yes. Oh, she does. You know when I'm snoring, guys? I don't even snore often. I don't get it twisted. You're snoring. That's what she yells. She yells at me. She's like, "You're snoring." I'm like, "All right, man. I'm sleeping." Number one.
We don't want to hear that.
You're trying to wake me up, man. You a 6'6" white boy. You can't be missed. Yeah, that's what Calico said. That's a good battle, man. That's one of my. I love watching that battle, man. Pat Stay got some good stuff in that battle too, though. But just watching, and Calico had all his Detroit goons behind him. You know what I'm saying?
Course.
You know, and they were
Detroit in the building.
You had Organic looking nervous. Organic was looking nervous.
He needed that Henny. Let me get a double shot.
No, Pat. I'm pretty sure. I think Calico had a bottle of Patron in his hand the whole time. He's a Patron dude.
I'm saying Calico. I know he likes Patron. He's not into Rose according to his song. But I'm talking about Organic doing a double shot of Henny.
Oh yeah, Organic needed one. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
They got thugs everywhere. That's a fact.
Detroit in the building, 20 deep.
Jimmy Two Times. Jimmy Two Times. Chill, everybody. Chill, everybody think they don't snore. Ponzi snores. Oh my God.
Come on to that big day. I don't ever snore. When?
Man, what you talking about, man? What you talking about, Willis? You be snoring?
Come on, babe. Saturating. When?
Where
Get it on camera.
I'm gonna get it on camera one day.
Oh, okay, yeah, you need to.
Okay.
You're exaggerating.
Good fellas. You be exaggerating about everything, I think.
How?
Where them titties at? They on the phone, man. They on the phone. Calico had them Xannies in the system. I don't know, man. He was tripping in that battle for sure, though.
Do you guys think he's a pillhead?
I don't know, man. You be following him on Instagram. Does he claim it?
I mean, I follow him on Instagram, but I don't ever see him like posting up stuff like he's getting beamed up. Like, no, he seems just like a regular, normal dude. Like,
But you never know.
But who knows?
DME, you think James can bounce back from the good? Yeah, for sure. I think he can bounce back from the good situation. Why not? Why he didn't? I mean, he got sucker punched. It wasn't like, and he fought back. I mean, it's not like he fell asleep like Serious Jones did. Man, go watch that sucker punch from Math and Serious Jones, bro. Math punched his ass, and then like Serious Jones was in La La Land, bro. He was trying to stand up and he couldn't. You know, like Jim's came back. Goods didn't even connect right, man. He just, man, you look terrible when you. I don't know if Goods is gonna recover because this is gonna be bad for him in his next battle, man. There's a lot to talk about, Goods, man. You were looking shaky there, man. First of all, why you punching the dude? Second of all, you didn't really connect. Third of all, the dude came at you. Then fourth of all, you're talking about your heater in the car on the cam. Fifth of all, all right, I don't know, man. This is crazy, man. See, everybody, they don't think they snort till my wife recorded. Recorded me. She recorded you, millionaire? Yep. I'm going to record her, man. Watch that. Pounce. It's coming. Calico said in the battle, he said he popped something, now everything in slow motion. That was a bar of his, right? But was it like a legit, or was it a bar, or was it an ad lib? I can't remember. It could be lying, but he probably probably did. I don't know if he says, just because he popped something once doesn't mean you're a pillhead, but a couple times here and there. Are we still mad at Rome? What y'all mad at Rome for? What are we mad at Rome for? Talk to me. Goods is on volume 2? Nah, I don't think so, man. He might be, man, but I think Millionaire Mindset says it's a no. If I recall him, like, I think he was the one who was like, it's a no. They both can't fight, bro. Yeah, Jim's is looking kind of funny, right? With his that punch he had. It was like a little slow motion caught in the Matrix kind of punch thing. That was pretty funny. Yeah, I think it's Math Hoffa. Math and Goods. How about that one? Imagine if they did that. Imagine if URL was like, fuck it. Math and Goods. Yeah, Goods had a ring the size of, I don't even know, man. He hit him with the ring, and that's what cut him. Cut his face up. And you got a ring on, man. You're looking terrible out here. I think what Jim just needs to do is just get better, get better, and he can overcome that. Jim's caught him outside. I don't know if they did that. I don't think they went outside and did anything happen out there. Jim's won that fight for counting punches. I got Jim's whooping his ass 1-on-1 though. Jim's looks like he could probably scrap. You talking that tough shit, Gotta back it up. Jim's hit him with the piece. Since that day, I never went back and rewatched the footage, man. Maybe I should, huh? He should have knocked Jim's out with that range. Bro, if you're gonna sucker punch someone and when they're not like ready for it, you better knock them out. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? With their hand, his hands was out behind his back, and you had a free aim at him, and you swung and ducked. Like, who swings and ducks? Bozo. I would sleep the heavyweight champion of the world if I sucker punched him. Well, some people got some jaws on them, bro. Some people can take a punch, man. I've been punched and I didn't get knocked out. I don't know if I have a jaw on me necessarily, but I haven't been punched often, but never been knocked out. Jason, my boy Jason, remember I told you that story, babe?
Oh, babe, that's so funny.
It was 3 of us.
Tell them that story, please do. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, we was me and 2 of my best friends. We were up at Joe Dumar's field house playing basketball with these other Chaldeans, and of course the Chaldeans didn't know I was Chaldean. They thought I was white. So they're talking shit. And they're fucking one of those. They're the arrogant Chaldeans. There are about 10 of them, and they're talking shit to me the whole time. White boy this, white boy that, blah blah blah. I said, "Shut your ass up, man." I wasn't even in the mood to like. I'm not white. I don't give a fuck, y'all. And my other 2 friends look Arabic as hell. So it was really rough on the court that day. We were just going. It was like very too physical. So, anyways, when we left, these motherfuckers were waiting for us, bro. 10 of them. They were younger than us. That's one thing. So we're like 23, 22, 23, and they're like in their 18, 19-year-old range, maybe younger. I don't know. Maybe a couple of them were in high school. But it was 10 of them. And they're sitting there waiting outside for us, right? We didn't know. We didn't know they had beef like that, right? So, you get your little Gatorade before you leave. You walk out, and the Gatorades, they had the Gatorade cans. They didn't have the plastic Gatorade. So we walk out. Mind you, I used to have. I would wear my Jordans there, but I wouldn't play in my Jordans. I would switch my shoes so I don't mess up the Jordans. So I got my Jordans in my hand. Alan got his Gatorade and Jason got nothing. So we walk out, and my man was like, "Hey, what's up, bitch?" And then like to my boy Alan, it was one of them, and the other 9 were behind him. And Alan just fucking went up. He's like, "What's up, bitch? What's up now?" And Alan took the Gatorade can, smashed it up over his head. All right, then it was a whole melee, and then someone hit my boy Jason and knocked him out. With one punch, he was out cold the whole fight. So now it's 2 on 10 instead of 3 on 10. And let me tell you, your boy DME, man, he put up a good fight. Me and Alan put up a good fight. I actually took one of the dudes was like 80 pounds. Man, I picked him up. I threw him against the wall, right? And then when I threw him against the wall, another guy hit me from the back, and I'm like, oh, and I fell down. And they started stomping me, and I'm like this, man, and I'm like, poosh. And then Alan's on one guy, and then they're hitting him, and then boom, we get up, right? And then we got up, and I'm like, what's up, y'all? What's up? And then they backed up, like they got the better of us, obviously, but they ended up we stood on our feet. And then they ended up backing up. Like, let's go. And then they all jumped in a car and took off. And they stole my Jordans. They stole my sweaty ass fucking tank top that I had. Right? Like Nick donated again. Was for Ponce being live. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And then Jason wakes up right when right when the fight ended. Right? And we're like, where'd you go? He's like, oh, bro, someone hit me with a lock. Ain't nobody hit you with no damn lock, man. How come we didn't get hit with no locks? Come on, man. Come on, man. It was outside of Joe Dumar's field house, actually outside. And then the freaking cops came. And it was whatever, man. We're just like, yeah, dude stole our shit. We don't know who they were. We dipped. Like, I don't even know why the cops. I don't remember why we stayed. I think we stayed because they stole our shit. It wasn't even about the fight. Like they stole my shoes. I remember they were the Jordan 11s, man. The snakeskin, white and gray, man. What you talking about? I just got them bitches. I had to wait in line for like 2 hours at Northland Foot Locker. Who in Detroit remembers Northland? You remember Northland, babe? She's not even listening anymore. Nick donates and you don't even listen. All right, never mind. All right. I don't know what she's doing. Everybody a UFC fighter in here? Laugh it out loud. No, it was a true story, though. That's a true story. They should have caught the fade outside. It was outside. It was outside. To his channel right now. Hung up. I'm a fucking man. Jim's voice, right? I'm a fucking man. Yeah, Jim's is funny though. Jim's waited 15 minutes for Jim's outside. Did he? I didn't hear that part of the story. I didn't hear that part. I got a right hook. It's possible my uncle dropped a horse and he was a smoker. What does that mean? What up, All Things Papa TV Part 2? Y'all subscribe to Part 2? Y'all subscribe to Part 2. You only got that many, man. I don't know why ain't nobody subscribe. Yeah, you right. That was a battle, not a fight. Yeah, right. Exactly. Shout out to Joe Dumar. It's still there. It's still there. We used to go there like 3 times a week, bro. Like literally 3 times a week, man. And play full court basketball because they have the full courts that aren't full size full courts. They're like made for 4-on-4, right? So we play 4-on-4. And then they had a couple 5 like full size ones, but we always I like the little. So you don't have to run all the way back. Like it was big, but it wasn't like a full one. You know what I mean? UFC. Was there UFC tonight? I didn't see. I'll watch it if something big's happening, but I don't really like watch it like that. Demi should have went and got the real trick. Right. I didn't. Bees, what up, though? What up, Bees? What up, Bees? Y'all remember Northland? Y'all remember Northland on 8 Mile and Greenfield? That was my spot, man. Definitely not a fight. You called the cops. No, we didn't call the cops, but Joe Dumars and them called. There was like a big rumble going on, you know. And they ended up showing up. We were like, like what the fuck? Like we had a few. Like I didn't have no scratches on me, but my bones were hurting. Like they were kicking my stomach and my back, especially my back. I remember my boy Alan when they got him on the ground. They were stomping his back like this, blah, blah. And he's like, "Blah, get off me," you know. It was a bunch of little kids, man. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. I don't be dunking, hell no, but I got a fire killer fadeaway, man. I learned my fadeaway from Rasheed Wallace, man. Even everyone on the court, man, I'm like, damn, how you be shooting like that on the fadeaways, man? Like, I be shooting fadeaways just as normal jump shots. Like, I need to fade when I shoot. They go in way more than my regular shot, man. My fadeaway game is on point. And I'm a hustler on defense, man. Fuck with me. He got hit with a lock. Yeah, you didn't get hit with no damn lock. Some guy sucker punched you. And yeah, even if I don't even know if anyone really hit him. I hope he's not watching, but he probably think talking big shit. We used to make fun of him though. We make fun of him. It's funny. You know, we till this day we still make fun of him. We're like, remember when you got hit with the lock? What's up with you, bro? And then the funnier part about that, guys. So my boy Jason got knocked out. He always felt a certain way about it, right? So he always wanted revenge. And we found out who the dudes were, right? We found out who the dudes were. And my boy used to own a powerhouse gym. And one of the dudes that jumped us, he would go to the powerhouse gym, you know, and my boy was like, hey, that's the dude, man, that jumped you guys, man. And he's like, and then my boy Jason, he always wanted revenge because we started clowning him, right? So my boy Freddie, who owns a powerhouse, he was like, all right, I'm gonna hit you up next time he's here. You can come get your revenge. I'm like, all right, whatever. So we're all at my house one day because my house used to be the chill spot in the basement, you know, when I lived with my parents. So we're all there hanging out, about 5-6 of us. And, you know, me, Alan, and Jason are there, and then about 3 other guys. And we're just chilling. And then Freddie gives the call. Hey, my man just walked in. All right. And I was like, well, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go get revenge, man. He didn't even do nothing to us. Whatever. Fuck him. Jason wanted it. And then Alan was like, let's go get him. All right. And Alan's like, you want him? Let's go get him. So Alan and Jason left, the other two guys that were with me, and they went to go beat him up, right? Whatever. You know, we're young, 22 years old. I stayed back with everybody else. We're like, all right, bros, you guys are tripping. So they go there, right? So when they come back, they're telling the story of what happened, right? They start to tell the story of what happened. Alan's side of the story, which I believe. All right. So they walk in, the guy walks out of the gym, you know, and then he's by himself. So Alan and Jason, they walk upon him, or Jason walks upon him. He's like, what's up, bitch? Remember me? Right? Alan's telling the story, and he's like, okay, first Jason tells the story. Jason's like, yeah, you know, when they got back, they were all hyped up. He's like, Jason, come and tell the story, right? And then Jason's like, yeah, I walked upon him. I fucking popped him. And we started stomping him. Al started stomping him. And then he got up and ran and he left, you know? And that's not what happened, right? He's telling you, cracking up. He's like, and Alan don't give a fuck. He's like, shut your dumb ass up. That's not what happened. He's like, man, Jason went up there. He just swung on him, right? Kind of missed. Right, then I came in and pop, 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 and then Jason hit like couple little kicks, right, and then he ran, and he was like, "Let's go, we got him!" And I'm like, and then Alan's like, "What's up? What do you mean we got him? You know, we barely did shit." And he's like, "No, we got him, go." It made it worse. What you gotta do, man? My neck and my back, exactly. Shout out to Jason, though. It's my boy, man. It's my boy. Jason about to get knocked out again. Yeah, he's lucky Alan was there, bro. Alan's a fighter, bro. He don't fuck around. Al Dog, he's that one guy that called one time. He'd be in the chat sometimes. He went off on Tom Brady that one time. You know, he get angry. He gets angry. I used to stay on G in Westmoreland, and the D in the Boulevard. Everybody claimed they killed Goof. I exposed the restraining order. Women beat him, pedophile, took him down. Yeah, y'all on his neck, man. I mean, there's nothing else to say about that, bro. Y'all on it, like. I don't know what's going on anymore. Do you know someone involved with the dude? All things popping you from Philly because we got called smokers crackheads. Smoker is a crackhead? Yeah, D-Me. If I ever met, I'll tell you how I got served by a Simone girl in the 5th grade because I liked her cousin, not her. Also, what? He got hit with a lock. We read all that. Is Battletooth really out here? What you mean? He out here? Bloggers always taking credit for shit. Look at Rome taking credit for Kenny Lewis. Millionaire, no comment. Nisa Craig's from Philly. You from Philly, girl? Oh yeah, Babagoof will not have a channel as long as I fly. Oh yeah, Nisa Craig's, man. She funny, man. I did when I dropped the avocado blog this morning. That never happened. Shout out to the GOAT though, but You know, kind of disappointed a lot of us. But should test that Wi-Fi. But I understand. But I gotta go hard on you for Millionaire Man before he gets mad at me. You know, you stupid avocado, you dummy. No, I'm just. He's anyways, I did that blog and she's in the blog. She commented, she's like, all right, bet, you know, I gotta take some time off from Flag It, man. I was cracking my ass off, man. That was funny as fuck. What's good, Jay Smooth? What up, dope? Also, all things popping. That's what I said. You definitely exposed that can of worms and was on his top crazy. Coon Gang Clown Battle Goof our body. Yeah, shout out to Coon Gang. Gotta go subscribe to channel part 2. Everybody's got part 2s now, right? Coon Gang, or well, he's the not. I was gonna say Enhanced Dreams. He's Drama House, right? He's Drama House in the building. That's the part 2. Even Black Sheep got a part 2 now. The Chronicles. All Things Poppin' got a part 2. Cause y'all be crazy out here, man. I don't know what's going on anymore. Look what my man started, right? Look what he started. I got family who live there, but I always love the city. I'm in New York. New York City. Love it down there. That's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, and yeah, and Bozo got one. Bozo got part 2. He's blowing up with his 200 subscribers. Now, do y'all believe that his channel is actually like flagged? How do we know that for a fact? He could be just trolling. You know, he wanted to make it look like because we don't know if it's flagged, do we? Or he can't post. Maybe he just, you know, acted like it is, so he looks like the victim and opened up another one, and then they rolled from there. And then he's, you know, I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that flagging stuff works, man. Just keep me out of it, man. He put on all those new blogs on his new channel. That's crazy. I thought he wasn't recording, but he was. I need to know who the moon god is. It's Nene. I don't know. You guys just don't believe anything. The moon god is Nene. I mean, I did the whole Detective DME stuff. Everybody thought I was joking, man. She obviously had the mouse next to her. She had the keyboard, and she was editing his videos on the screen. What all the proof do you guys want? Now you can call him a bottom feeder. Yeah, that's the bottom feeders, man. I got more subscribers than dude. What's up with that one, right? How about that one? Is he out of battle rap? I mean, as long as you can make a new channel and start posting. Are you ever out? Are you ever out? It's up to you guys, man. It's up to you guys whether you watch or not. YouTube sent me notifications. He lying. He know Hector was flagging people pages. He got on his blog, and I told him don't do it. I do remember that. Jason M. Detroit in the building. What up, though? Jason, you remember Northland? Nobody commented and said, yeah, they remember Northland. Is Northland still there? I don't know. I feel like it isn't. Y'all crazy, bro. Y'all freaking crazy, man. Michael Richards, you have a good night, man. Yes, Nuhan, yeah. You have a good night, Michael. Nuhan, yeah, his second page is All Things Poppin' 2. It's not hard to find. Just type that in and it pops right up. Move over there and subscribe because I guess he got flagged. I don't know. Is that what happened to you too? All Things Poppin'? You got flagged? Like, what is this? No, he won't get back to 7K. He dead. So is this like channel dead? It's still up. And maybe it's just suspended. I think it was a Northlander in Philly. Northland been closed for years now. Okay, all right, yeah, it's been closed for. We were just talking about earlier because that's where I used to go a lot. That's where I used to get my Jordans, man. I used to wait in line for my Jordans there. Been closed for years. All right. Well, I wonder what's over there now. I haven't been out there in a minute. Even though my bar's in Southfield, but it's the other side of Southfield. It's not. Well, it's like borderline. I don't know if it is considered Southfield. Is it? It's like Southfield-ish. Southfield-ish. And they got Oak Park right there, and Detroit's like right there too. I don't know. Northland close for you. Yeah. Nothing is stopping you. I used to be at Northland, but it was like East Slam by me. All right, yeah. East Slam Mall. Yeah, I remember East Slam Mall. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you, man. Yes, suspended until I respond. Hector was cool when he was on I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Flagged you too, huh? Now, when you get flagged, does it tell? Like, I've never been flagged, so hopefully, you know, just leave me alone. I don't know. But if when you get flagged, does it tell you who, or it just says by the community? Doesn't tell you who, does it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Millionaire, his channel's up, but Coon Gang's completely down. Yeah, that's what I thought when you come down. If it's still up, I feel like it's just suspended. Greenfield Plaza. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I actually have a buddy who works at Greenfield Plaza. That's where all the I did a track one time. I was working with Royce the 5'9's producer. What was his name, man? IV, I think. And his studio was in across the street from Greenfield Plaza. That's where I met like Trey Little and all them, all Royce's boys. Those guys were cool. It takes 24 hours. Now his channel's still no, it doesn't tell you. Who remembers Funko Land? Funko Land. Who remembers Marvelous Marvins? Only y'all in the Detroit area would know Marvelous Marvins is. That's right. I used to go there when I was like 13, 14, 15 years old. That was the spot. Royce producer. Yeah, his name was I mean he had done trap beats for Royce. I don't know which songs though. His name was IV. IV. I did one track with him. With Trey Little, if you know who Trey Little is. I was one of Royce's dudes. Cool dude. Funko Land sounds so familiar. 3 strikes, you're gone. Hector was never cool. He a weirdo. This dude's truth putting his hands on the Bible, really swearing. Fuck out of here. He's still on. Yeah. Who is Hector? Does he really exist? Yeah, I think he does. I think he's come on. Yeah, Funko Land sounds really familiar. Hold on. You guys, it's hitting me. I think was Funko Land like in the mall, in like a mall, and then they had all the games and stuff with the little, like remember Chuck E. Cheese and Little Caesars Playhouse, or whatever it was. What's Funko Land, man? My mom used to take me to all these places when we were little, man. Oh, game. It was like a GameStop, and I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I'm thinking of something else. We used to go to I used to go to Chuck E. Cheese a lot when I was a little younger. My mom used to just drop me. They were like $40 and go crazy. And then they had Little Caesars, was like a takeoff of Chuck E. Cheese. Used to go there a lot. Nobody remembers Marvelous Marvins though. Everybody that suspense page are gone if they get struck again. Yeah, I don't remember. You see, like we had a video store, right? We owned a video store growing up. We had a party store and then a video store. My dad did, and we always got all the games from we bought them. Electric Boutique. Hey, what up, Viduel? I'm so stupid. I don't know why I thought. I don't know. You say it in your blogs all the time, and it's like I still was Viduel. What up, Doe, man? How was COD treating you, man? Someone reports the goof again. His page is gone. What happened to ruin your day event? The Wi-Fi wasn't good enough to. The Wi-Fi wasn't good enough. Apparently, Avocado said to stream the event. It wasn't strong enough. You know how the the Wi-Fi at my bar sucks. It wouldn't have been good enough at my bar. But you'd think he would have checked that out, but maybe he did, and then it was one of them deals, man. It need to be upgraded now. Yeah, all things popping. You from Philly, bro? I hear it in your voice. If you know about Funko Land, I can tell your age. I don't want to know parts though. I'm chilling on myself. Hector called up to I Smoke live show. He seemed to hype. I've heard Hector on call up to whatever my man's show was, Moment of Truth. I've heard him on there. He definitely exists. He definitely exists. He called up I Smoke live. Did he really? Damn DME grew up with money. All right, Melvin. No, I mean, okay, so not really. Like, okay, so we were on 7 Miles before my dad got the first party store. Now he probably, and actually the first party store was my name. It was my name. It was my name is Delon, and he called it Delon's Party Store. I don't remember that when I was too young. Then he opened up what was called Grand Prix Liquor Store on 6 Mile, 6 Mile and like Lodge Freeway, like a little bit by Lodge Freeway, and we had that one for a while. But we had partners in it, so he it did enough. It made enough. It wasn't like a money maker like that. It made enough to where we can we moved out of 7 Mile and moved to Southfield, and they bought a house for like back then it was like 120,000, but that was a lot, And the thing was we were kind of like doing okay, like I remember we used to always have my mom and dad. We'd have a lot of money situation. My mom had to get a full-time job. Just that's what happened. That's what ended up being with me. I was the oldest, and my brothers were 6 years. One was 6 years younger than me, and then 9 years younger than me. So let's say I'm 9, and my other brother's 6 and 3. When I was like 9 or 10, my mom would work full time at like another store, and my dad. So they'd be there like all hours of the night, like from 10 in the morning to midnight. And I was left to babysit, bro. I was literally left to babysit, man, at 10 years old, man. Changing diapers. Well, not really changing diapers because they were a little bit older than that, but taking care of them, like taking care. I'm a 10-year-old taking care of a 3-year-old, right? Well, if that was legal, Mom. I don't know, Mom probably could have got locked up for doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You look back, but I had to grow up quick. And we always had money issues. Now, the money issues went away. They got rid of the party store. Then when they opened up the video store, when I was like 11 or 12, and that actually became a hit, and that did good, man. But then we had a good 10-year run there, and they put me right to work, bro. I'm 12 years old. I was working 3 days a week, like 30, 40 hours plus going to school. I'd go to school in the morning, get off at 2 out of school. My uncle picked me up, drive to work. And I'd work from 3 to 11, get home at 11:30, do some homework at work, do some homework when I got home, go to bed, wake up, do the routine 3 times a week. It's crazy. Fuck out of here, DME. Don't cop a plea for them. All that money talking about it was the Wi-Fi. It was heck, this out slow. Parents owned everything. That's what your parents supposed to do. Yeah, that's a fact. That's what they're supposed to do. But Southfield, that ain't no suburb, dude. That's what's Bloomfield Blade. Yeah, Southfield ain't. I mean, all right. Well, Southfield, it's a mix, right? It's like a little bit. It's better than Detroit, we'll say, as far as like living in the city. It was definitely better than our house on 7 Mile, as far as safety wise. But I lived on 10 in Greenfield. Southfield's a really big city. It's like the more south you go, it's like it gets to borderline Detroit almost, and then you get down to 12 Mile-ish, and 12 Mile becomes more nicer, a little more suburbish, But I was on 10 Mile in Greenfield, and I lived there for a long time until we moved out. My parents moved out to freaking Shelby Township because when we sold the video stores, my dad ended up becoming the manager of. Who remembers Four Bears Water Park? How about that one? My dad was the manager of Four Bears Water Park. Then they had built some houses on the lake, and my dad and the people who were building the houses were friends of my dad. They owned a construction company, so he ended up getting a good deal on that. And then I lived there for a couple of years, and then I moved out with my mom. West Bloomfield is definitely the suburbs, though. Yeah, that's where the rich people lived. The richer people. Like my house right now, my old house. Like I think my parents told me they bought it for 125,000 back in the 80s, right? We ended up selling it for like 110. That bitch sold like a few years ago for like 60,000, bro. It literally sold for $60,000. You know, it's in an all right neighborhood. You know. Reed Jones, Black Ice would quote. No need to explain. Black Ice would quote. Is everywhere in Detroit called number mile? No. The numbers go from 5 mile to about 38 mile, I think is where it ends. And even when you go north, like when you go 5 miles, 6 miles, 7 miles, 8 mile, 9 mile, 10 mile, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See, 15 becomes Maple. There's Maple and it's 15 mile. You know what I mean? Like it turns, when you go this way, it's Maple, and this way it's 15 still. Then 16 is, that's where I'm at now, is Big Beaver. And it gets complicated. Then you get 17, 18, 19. And it goes up to, I think, 38 mile. You get to your Romeo and all that, all on the boondocks when you start going north. But that's just that way you go. Everywhere, there's all these other streets around, like, you know, intersections that aren't the miles, you know. It's a lot of miles, definitely a lot of miles, right? Yeah, I don't have really miles anywhere else, right? You ever been on 8 Mile? Of course I've been on 8 Mile, man. Are you kidding me, man? 8 Mile was 2 miles down from Rice. I was on 10 Mile. And 8 Mile's right there. You know, all the strip clubs are on 8 Mile. East Detroit runs out of miles. Yeah, exactly. then the 3 Mile pops up. But yeah, you know, all the strip clubs are on 8 Mile, bro. Do you know Eminem? No, I don't know Eminem. I've met him once. He was actually that studio session where I met Royce's. I told that story on here before, where I went to Royce's producer to do that song. Royce was actually dissing Bizarre in the song. He was there, and that was when he did they were beefing with D12, right? And then I think M was there to hear this shit out of respect. Royce had called him. I don't know. I didn't know. I just popped up. I wasn't in like that with them. I knew what was going down. So I was actually in. I had an appointment at 10:30 with the producer, and we get there, and Royce is in the studio, and the dude's like, "Well, we're gonna be a minute." Royce is in there recording a diss track to Bizarre on the "Shit on Me" beat, the D12 "Shit on Me" beat. I don't know if you ever heard. I don't know if you can. That diss track is out there, like in the internet world. I feel like I heard it once after that, but I heard him talking. I heard him recording it, and came out. I didn't know Eminem. He came out sitting in the lobby like a little bitch. You know what I mean? It's like 11:30, waiting an hour and shit, right? And said what up. And and actually Eminem was at a bar. I was downtown. We're at Pure. I don't know if y'all remember the club Pure, and it was either Pure or Blue something. I forgot the name of that one. And he was there. He was up in the VIP balcony, and I was up there too. But I didn't say nothing to him. I just seen him. He was up there with a bunch of people. You know, he's very reclusive. You know, you don't see him much. The goof, watching every word, apologizing, praying for everyone. He heard him like, I think the house is cheap in Detroit now because people scared y'all have that Flint water. No, Detroit I don't think has Flint water. I never met Proof. No, I never met Proof. See, he was the only time I actually ran into those dudes was that day, and he was beefing with D12. So none of the D12 people were there. And let me tell you something. Trey Little told me a lot of crazy stuff that night, man. I think he was like rolling on ecstasy or something, man. I don't know, whatever. It was like 20 years ago. Well, it was like 2002. Oh, yeah. He told me some crazy stuff, bro. I don't forget that day, man. That was some crazy stuff he told me, man. Shouldn't have been talking like that. Oh shit, oh shit, you talking about when Royce kicked your ass out? Just shut your ass up. He was kicked you out. Royce actually went to Oak Park High, bro. And he was my boy Allen. I was just talking about in the fight. He was in classes with him. He knew Royce real well. Royce been to my bar plenty of times. Royce is a bar 7 dude. He hasn't been in a long time, but he used to come a lot. A lot of those dudes come. Calico be coming. We talked about it. Had Ice been there when he was in town? X Factor's a regular. Shout out to Quest Cody's a regular. That's some country western age shit, man. Right, exactly. Up north. Yeah, 38 miles, some country ass western shit, man. Royce is not trash, man. Stop it. You're tripping. The Royce diss on YouTube, and it was on the Rewind DVD. So Jason, that one he did on the Shit on Me beat, that actual Shit on Me beat, because I don't know if he did multiple ones. That one is on YouTube. I gotta hear that, man. I gotta pull that up. So it was probably just called Royce Diss on Bizarre, right? I was there, man, when he recorded that shit, man. I never really seeked it out either. Forgot about it, man. Royce the 5'9" Diss Bizarre. It was a straight Bizarre diss. It might be just D12 diss. Who knows? Yep, this is it. I found it. I actually rapped on this beat. This brings back some crazy memories right here. Thinking about. Yeah, he was in the Tahoe truck. He bodied this diss track. I was in the lobby listening to it. I was like, what the fuck is this? Why the fuck this lame nigga trying to fuck with this? He was talking real reckless. You dissed the king. Get your eyes off my necklace. Kiss the ring. So basically, X and Quest are alcoholics. No, not really, man. They don't drink too much. They come for the food, bro. People love our food, bro. What up, D-Mac? Kick a rhyme. I ain't kicking no rhymes. Visual. I did enough rapping in the last vlog. The last live. All in my shit when I mention mine. It was on, better tell Vaughn, stick to the rhyme. You better run and get swift when I get to the 9. It should be. Wall Street, y'all in slum beat. Royce had one fire ass beat. Which beat you talking about? TikTok, the Boom song? You think that was his only fire beat? I don't know if he had one. West Fire, yeah. Let me hear some bars. I'm retired, bro. You know, I'm retired. And I retired like 10 years ago. I ain't got no bars. Yeah, and he's got fat ass Bizarre on there. And Niche, you never understood D12? Proof was fire, man. I thought Proof was fire. I didn't understand Bizarre at all. I was never a Bizarre fan. That's right. I did a song dissing Bizarre, I think, as well on this beat. 8:30 in D-Mac world? Damn, man. Where you at, D-Mac? Where's your local, you know? You're obviously not from the Michigan. You're not from America. Song. This is Royce dissing Bizarre. When I was in the studio, I heard him record this. Hey, yo, cut that shit. Fuck that. Yeah, cut that shit so I can fucking get in the studio. You're right. Shout out to Manchester, man. That's what's up. Cut that shit and hurry up, man. I'm sitting there waiting, bro. It's all good, man. Shout out to Royce, man. He cool dude. The B. Cassie rapped on Bet in the Basement with Big Tigger. The B. Cassie rapped on Bet in the Basement. Cassie rapped on one of Royce's fire beats. I wonder if you're talking about TikTok or it was called Boom. Oh, that beat was cool. That was like, I think, his biggest song, maybe. You know, he never really went, you know, too big. He did his thing. He had his following in the D for sure. Yeah, that shit's crazy, man. That brings back, man, that time period when I was involved in all that shit with the rappers and doing shows and stuff, man. That was a crazy ass time period, man. Like for real, man. I got so many freaking stories, man. I can't even think about it. My God, you know. BET. Yeah, I mean that shit was crazy, man. I almost got a new fight with Trick Trick at on New Year's Eve, man. In the show I opened up for him, I almost got a new fight. I think it was more me wanting to fight him because, and I'm not talking shit, guys. Relax. All right, I don't tell no lies. All right, if I'm talking this is just real shit. Man. All right, I got so many stories I could tell. There's no reason to lie, but I was really drunk, man. I was like drunk as fuck. It was New Year's Eve show. you know, open up for Trick, right? And I don't even think Trick remembers it because I was on one, bro. I was tripping, and it was at Club Rain. I think in 2003, New Year's Eve, 2003 maybe or four. I don't know, one of those years, 2003 or 2004. And I had done Club Rain like 4 times prior to this. You know, Club Rain was doing a lot of hip hop shows, so I was actually one of the first people to do Club Rain. I was, I was the first act to do Club Rain because when they first called up, because I knew the owner of Club Rain. It was like on 11 in DeQuinder, and his name was Wally, big fat ass fucking Wally. Yeah, what up, Wally? Huh? Where'd you go, bro? Wally did some. We don't want to talk about Wally. That's snitching. I can't stop myself sometimes. I already said enough with his name. Anyways, but yeah. So I done Club Rain a few times, and it was New Year's Eve. I wasn't thinking about doing a show. I wanted to go out and party, man. I'm like 24. Well, was I in 2002? I don't know. And so it was Trick was the final act, and then there was 2 other acts. It was 2 other white boys, and then me and my cousin Brando. We were going to be the first act, then the 2 white boys, and then Trick was the final act. They're like, y'all want to do the show? You want to open up for Trick? I'm like, what, New Year's Eve? Yeah, fuck it. That's a good one. That's a good one. Why not? Fuck it. So I canceled all my plans. It was like last minute. It was like the 2 days before or something. And I think I had tickets like to go downtown to the Red Rooster or something for New Year's Eve, on the water, downtown Detroit, looking over view. That's where a lot of people go when for the fireworks show, when Detroit has the fireworks. And so this was my Hennessy days, man. This is when I was a heavy Hennessy drinker. That was my choice of alcohol, and I used to drink a lot when I was in my mid-20s. I don't drink nothing like I used to. So we was up at we were at Club Rain, right? So first of all, this was the problem. They wanted us to. They were supposed to come and do a sound check, right? Like earlier in the day. I'm hitting my cousin. My cousin's the one dealing with Wally. So I'm hitting my cousin up, and he's not answering his fucking phone because his phone died, right? Brando still stick with the culture? Yeah, Brando still does beats, man. See, let me tell you something about Brando. He be doing hooks. I'll play a little bit of Brando for you. He got a voice. He's like, I call him my Nate Dogg, right? His raps are cool. He's doing it, man. He's always trying to get me to come back and jump in the studio, man. I think I'm gonna do it. And he got that quality down. He's like you, Visual. He'd be really into the technical aspect. That's why I used to get a headache, man. I just want to go in and rap, bro. I don't want to. I couldn't sit there and do all that technical stuff. I just want to come in and rap. And he had me there. It's like, we do a song. I'll drop 3 songs in one day. This motherfucker wants to sit there each song and got me until 6 in the morning. I'm like, burn that shit so I can hear this shit in the car, man. Honestly, guys, I used to just rap so I can hear that shit in the car, man, and bump it. Because I used to love hearing my own songs, man. I used to write songs that I could want to bump in the car, So the best feeling ever till this day is doing a song, getting a burn copy of it, putting the CD in my car, and bouncing around for like fucking 1 hour just on replay, smoking, listening to the song I just dropped, man. But he in there do it till 6 in the morning, get every freaking little thing right. I'm just like, bro, man, you're killing me, bro. Just, I don't care, man. It sounds good, man. You can work on that shit later when I ain't here, man. Let's do another song, right? So, let me go back to the Chick story. And I'll let you hear a little bit of Brando, man. He tight. I like him. Brando, I'm the one who motivated him to rap. He's like 4 years or 5 years younger than me. When he started hearing that I rap, he's like, man, you motivated me, man. Because he remembered me when I was really bad, and then he whatchamacallit, I got better, Like when I first started rapping, I was trash, like complete trash. And I didn't even understand how to write a beat properly, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, back to the Trick story. So I can't get a hold of this guy's phone, but the dude's there. He's there doing sound check without me, right? He's just like, because he treated sound check like a joke, like it was some kind of joke. Big deal. Like, what do we need to do sound check for? But but I guess Trick and them are all there doing their sound check. I wasn't there, but Brandon was there, did the sound check, whatever. So I show up when we're supposed to show up. I got there at freaking 9 o'clock. This is New Year's Eve, mind you. We don't go on stage till like 11ish. And I'm drunk before I even get there, right? Drinking Hennessy. We get there, we're doing shots, drinking champagne. It's New Year's Eve, we're partying. I got people coming, people showing up for me to come watch the show. right? And then so we're there, and this motherfucker, we're supposed to do the set, right? And we do like one song, and everybody was like, whatever. It was like like everybody was loving, right? So they were like, all right, you know. And then like the DJ came on, and they took us down, whatever. They're like, all right, we're gonna get back to it in a minute. They played us. The next thing I know, man, I'm like really drunk, but we're having a good time. I know the show was going good. Everybody was loving it. The one song we did, we had a 3-song set. Then they were like, I don't know what's going on. So it was like a 45-minute delay. So 45 minutes goes, we thought we were going to get back on again. Now we've been drinking even more because of the delay. And then the motherfucking other two guys were rapping. I just look over and I see them both rapping. And I'm like, why are they rapping? You know, are we going to go after them now? And then I run up to the fucking Wally. I'm like, and I'm drunk, mind you. I'm being aggressive now, right? I'm like, yo, what the fuck, Wally? Like, what the fuck are they doing? Why don't we get to finish our set? You know, he's like literally ignoring me. He's like I'm not even speaking to him. I'm like, yo, man, what the fuck, bro? Like, what the fuck is going on? And Brandon's arguing with the other owner. And he's like, yeah, you guys are done. I go, what the fuck you mean we're done? You made me cancel. You're the one who called me. I didn't call to be on this fucking show. All right, you called me. We do one song, get off. You tell me the technical difficulties happen. And we only had like another 8 minutes of material. It was only like 12:30. And the way he said it, he's like, yo, y'all done. Y'all set's over. All right. And then I'm like, in my head, all I heard, I don't know why, and it had nothing to do with, I don't think it had anything to do with Trick. It's more the bar owner. My head, I made it seem like it was fucking Trick who was like, fuck these guys, they're not doing no. No one said that, but in my head, I made that up in my head. I realized that later. So I'm fucking pissed, I'm wasted, I'm drunk. And when I'm drunk and mad, it's not a good combination, guys. So Trick starts performing. So I'm still holding on to this hope that when the other two guys get off, that we're gonna be able to do our songs. I'm like, all right, this guy's tripping. When they're done, we're gonna go finish our set, right? Next thing I know, Trick's rapping. And I'm like, I lost it. I'm not lying to you guys. I don't lie. All right. I was literally front row. I mean, it's in a club. It's not like a big place, you know. It's not hard to get into the front. I'm front row. Trick's right there, right? And I'm like this to him the whole time. I'm like, fuck you. Like this. He's ignoring me, right? And I'm like, fuck you. All right. My cousin sees me and he grabs me. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, fuck this motherfucker, man. What the fuck are we doing here, man? The fucking waste my New Year's Eve. This motherfucker, everybody, because we had a lot of people there to see us. You know, the place probably fit like 200 people, and at least 50 people were there to see us. I had all my cousins there, and all my friends were there. All right, they grabbed me, man, and, you know, and next thing I know, I'm outside. I got in my car, bro. How about this? I'm drunk. I got in my car. I was so pissed. I'm like, fuck this motherfucker, right? Got my car. I called my boys. They're downtown. I'm like, where y'all at? I drive downtown drunk as hell to some bar. I forgot what it was. And went and partied there till like fucking 4 or 5 in the morning. And then I think we went to an after hours after. I didn't get home till 7 in the morning. And I don't even remember like a lot of it. I just remember I was about to fight Trick, I thought in my head. And then, you know, I remember some of it, and my cousins pieced the story for me. And they were like, you went upstage and you were like giving him the fucking finger, man. We thought you were going to get fucking cause a riot, bro. And I'm like, oh, wow, okay. All right. I was like, well, fuck Wally, man. That bitch. It's all his fault. Little bitch. Fuck him. Fat ass. Wally's fatter than Norbs. Lenny Kouis. He's fatter than Norbs, 100%. You just don't have no battle true stories. Can you battle DM me? Nah, I've never battled. The footage terrible. My bad. I was thinking Obi Trice the setup. Oh, okay, all right. The footage can be upgraded. Minnesota Luke does it all the time, right? What does DME stand for? It's my initials, man. My first name, middle name, and last name, DME. And you know, when I first did it, I was thinking of my rap name. I started rapping in '98 and DMX. I was heavy. I love DMX, right? So that's where I came from. I was like, DMX. My initials are DME. I'm DME. Detroit never came into the mix until after I stopped rapping, because there was no Dirty Money Entertainment back then. Dirty Money Entertainment wasn't around. And then when I stopped rapping, and I don't know when Dirty Money Entertainment, so I used to Google my name, see how my songs were, and then Dirty Money would always come up. So I added Detroit to it, so the Dirty Money Google stuff, you know. Mook won 2 tournaments in Detroit. Yeah, that's what I heard. I didn't know about it. I mean, I felt like I heard about it, but I mean, I wasn't there. I wasn't there. That happens everywhere with opening acts. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But, you know, we had done that place like 4 different times, man. You know, like we were like regulars there, and we used to get that bitch fucking packed for them. That's why they would do these shows, to get, you know, they would, because they knew we had some like mini following. And bro, my cousins alone can fill that place up. I got so many damn cousins. All right. And and the best part was the first time I did it, man. It was actually the first time I ever did a live show was that club, Club Rain. And I had so many of my people there and everything, so it was good. I was nervous, and I never did a live show. I didn't know how that was going to work, because I used to have stage fright in high school. Like when I couldn't even give a speech in class. When the teacher would ask you to give a speech, my fucking leg would shake. I was one of those dudes, man. I hated it. I hated fucking speech class. I think I like stopped going. And I'm like, how the fuck am I going to rap? I can't even speak in front of people. But bro, that beat hits and people in the crowd singing along because they know your songs. Best feeling in the world, bro. I'll never regret the 8 years I had doing that shit. He said y'all was trash. Yeah, probably, man. We wasn't trash, though. I think we were better than him. Chick's he's all right, man. Y'all like Chick's raps? Yeah. They didn't really do it for me. I don't like Chick as a rapper. Chick's trash billionaire. All right, we can agree on something. Yo, DME about to be the original Arsenal. Yo, DME I was about to be the original Arsenal? Right. Chick probably has no recollection of that. And I never met him after that. Gotta go. Got a little junk. That's what's up, Melvin. Take it easy, brother. Salute to you, man. All things podcast. Truth, trust, Truth, watch, and trust me. It's cool. Let him watch, man. He's a big fan of DME's. Who is it? I'm playing. DME, you ain't saying his name while I'm on here. While I'm in here laughing. Whose name you talking about? Popping? Who's not saying? All things popping. Chill, bro. Chill. I'm on your side with the one united things popping. Being on stage is an ill feeling. The greatest feeling ever. Once I got that first one out the way, with Joel, that's, bro, I probably did 100 shows at least. Old Miami downtown. I did a couple in Flint, actually. There was a bar actually called 7 before we had bar 7. It was called 7, just 7. And it was on 7 Mile. We did that place like 10 times. And a bunch of spots downtown. Whatchamacallit? What's that place? St. Andrews Hall? St. Andrews? I can't battle, Nice. No, I've never battled, man. I probably could write. I could, if I wanted to, I could write one and do it probably. But what up, Lewis, man? Most people say in the whole country, says Cassidy, best freestyles were the best. Your name, laughing out loud. Oh, yeah, you guys, you guys are crazy out here. No, I'm just playing. I got nothing to hide, bro. I tell all my stories on here. Been arrested 3 times. I told the one when I was 15. False. Every time I got arrested, bro. It was it was false arrest, bro. I've been arrested 3 times. False. Well, that one, the weed, and then the switching of the seats and the driver's license issue. Did I get arrested anymore? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 times only. Now I'll tell you this funny story about he said it his first, not the full acronym. When there's 3 times, you lucky. But look, So the first one I told the story about when I I got assault and battery on a police officer when I was 15, which wasn't that. It was a bunch of racist cops who I was in the wrong place at the wrong time at the 1212 mall. Anyways, and then I think I told a story about the weed too. But so the next time, the third time I got arrested, listen to this crazy story. I got some. I don't have no crazy charges, bro. You can look me up. I got nothing. Everything's expunged. The 15-year-old one, it was obviously goes away when you're 18. The weed one, that's probably gone too. That was when I was 18. You know, and I'm freaking. That's like 22 years ago or something. And so that's why I didn't get. I got a drop. So what happened was the story's crazy. That's behind it. I got arrested just to check the mail. He said it's first, not the full. Oh, anyways, so my cousin Amar, right? He's my cousin I've talked about on here. He's a little bit older than me. He's like 44ish now. He's crazy, right? He was always a troublemaker when we were younger. He grew up in 7 Mile 2, but then he moved to Oak Park. And then no, not Oak Park. It was Southfield, but it was like I don't know if y'all remember what's the name of that park. Anyway, that doesn't matter. He spent 7 of 14 years in jail from when he was 18 to 14 years later. So whatever that is. He was in and out of jail for 7 out of 14 years. Just for all kinds of dumb shit. Like driving around, he never got his license, so he was like 15. I remember he was 15, he stole my mom's car, right? My mom would have him watch me, which was a bad idea. So he would watch me, and I never needed a babysitter, but they were like, they would watch me when I was like 10, and he would steal, and he would be like 14 or 15. He would steal my mom's car and just leave and go places and then come back, right? And then one time he did it, he got pulled over and went to jail. He was 15, never got his license. Then he would get pulled over again, and then he got a drunk driving, and then whatever, he's getting all the shit. Then he ended up in the system, and then when he get off probation, and then when he spent like a year in jail, when he came out, he never changed. He drove the whole time. He didn't care about it not having a license. Drove on a suspended license forever till he got pulled over again because he was always drinking. Just back and forth. And then one time he got pulled over and the motherfucker tried to run. He tried to run from the police, and of course they caught him. Like one time they caught him and like whatever. Anyway, so he spent 7 of 14 years in jail. But I love him. He has the best heart. You know what I mean? Even though he's crazy, he fucking like for some reason with me, he like loved me so much. Like I was his favorite cousin. Like I don't know what it was. He was like, he just every time he says he's like, you're my fucking favorite cousin. I'll fucking ride for you. I'll do whatever for. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. I love you too, bro. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to him, man. He's been doing good lately. But anyways, so we was so it was his last time getting out, where he never went back. Well, here's the story. Like it was towards the end of all this back and forth in jail stuff. I used to write him all the time and stuff like that, and it was just crazy. I actually did 2 songs about him, when he was locked up, and I sent him the lyrics, and then when he got out, I would play it for him. Then he'd go back or whatever. So we're at, I don't know if anybody from Detroit remembers, I'm trying to think of the name now. It was downtown Detroit. Now it's Hockey Town on the roof, but it wasn't Hockey Town. It was called something else, where it was a bar downtown Detroit where Hockey Town is now. But it was called something else. Maybe it was called Hockey Town. I don't know. But we used to go there a lot, like on the weekends, right? And I would drive because obviously he has a suspended license. He can't drive, and he's on probation. Like, he's on probation forever almost. So I would drive, right? But we would get fucked up, man, especially with him. We'd get crazy, party. I'm like 26 at the time here. And I'm really drunk this time, right? Like I'm fucked up. And he's like, hey, I'm going to drive, man. You're too drunk, bro. And he's drunk too. He's drunk off his ass. So he's like, I'm going to drive, right? So he took the keys from me, and I'm like, I'm fucked up. I'm like, bet, drive. I don't want to fucking drive, right? So he takes the keys from me, right? And now the bar is it's on Woodward downtown where Comerica Park is now, but Comerica Park wasn't there at the time. Or maybe it was, I don't know. And we used to have to park in a parking garage, right? So when you come down from the parking garage in Detroit, there's a lot of one ways. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of one ways where you have to go one way or the other. You can't. There's not two-way traffic. This motherfucker, right? We're in my car now, mind you. I got a half pint. I got a pint of Hennessy in the car that's got half filled still because we're drinking it on the way. It's in the back seat. I got 2 fucking big ass joints, probably some weed, unrolled weed in there, all in my back seat. The Hennessy's laying there. It's not like it's hidden, right? The weed was hidden, but not really, just in the compartment. So when this guy gets out of the thing, you have to go right. It's a one way. This motherfucker goes left, right? He's drunk. Of course, there's a cop right there. Detroit police, mind you, right? There's a freaking cop right there. So we're going this way, wrong way, and the cop's over here going the right way, right? And you can still pass through because there's room. All right? So right away, the cop's like, whoop, putting his lights on. What does my cousin do? He takes off, and then Woodward is right there. And then if you bust a right on Woodward, and then you got to get to the highway, but it's still a ways down. Because, if you go left 75, but he doesn't go left. He goes right, right? So I'm like, what are you doing? He busts to the right. We're in my car. He's driving, right? This guy can't go back to jail, especially for drunk driving. He's never going to come back. He's going to do another 5 years, right? So he busts a right, and the cop's got to do this turnaround, so the cop's not behind us yet, right? But the cop eventually gets behind us. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing, bro? And he's like, bro, I can't go to jail, man. I can't, So the cop gets behind. Cop's right behind us, bro. I'm like, he's like, listen, I can't go to jail. I'm like, well, what do you want to do? He's like, let's switch, right? And I'm just like, right away, I'm like, bet, let's switch. All right. I rather, if I get caught with drunk driving, yeah, it's going to fucking suck, but I'm not going to do 5 years. You know what I mean? So we're driving on Woodward with the cop behind us. We're literally switching seats, right? Literally switching seats. Okay. I'm in the car now. I'm driving, and then he's in the passenger now. Right away, when I switch seats, I pull over right away, right? So I pull over right away. Now, mind you, when we passed the cop like this, when he first seen us, he looked over. He saw my cousin driving. He saw him. So when he pulls us over, we weren't too far down at this point. So it wasn't like we had to dip like that. When he pulls us over, he comes to this is no lie. He comes to the freaking, how do you switch seats, bro? It was crazy, bro. Like, so, he's got his hand, and, it's like, see, and, he gets up, and then, bro, we just did it, bro. It was crazy. It can be done. It can be done. Trust me. It can be done. And we did. We're both wasted at this point, right? I don't know how we did it, but we did it. So, and I'm sure we were swerving doing it and all this shit. So the cop comes to the window, right? He does this. The first thing he does is like, money miss. I can't believe it. He goes, hell no. And I know you're not talking about that, but he goes, hell no. That's what he said. Because he knew I wasn't the one driving, right? He's like, what you doing? I'm like, what you mean, officer? And I'm acting all cool, And I know, I'm like, we're fucked, First of all, I'm probably going to blow a 2.0. He's fucked because he's drunk and he's on probation. Regardless, And then he's freaking like, what do you guys, he goes to me, what are you trying to pull? And I'm like, what are you talking about, officer? What are you trying to pull? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, first of all, you guys went down a one way. And I was like, yeah, I know, I didn't know that. He goes, you weren't driving. He goes, he was driving. I go, no, I was driving, sir. What are you talking about? No, he was driving. I'm like, bro, why would you think he was driving? So he's like, all right, let me see our license and registrations, right? So I give him my license, right? And I'm clean, right? I'm totally clean. I don't have my license is not suspended or nothing. It's totally legit. His isn't, but whatever. But he's not driving, right? Bro, he pulls us both out of the car. First of all, he doesn't pull us out of the car. He takes my license, another name, and he runs the names, right? Comes back. He's like, get out the car, both of us. So we both got out the car. He threw us both against the car, and he put us in handcuffs. And I'm like, why you arresting me? Because first of all, he hasn't done he didn't ask us. He didn't even ask us if we had been drinking. He didn't do none of that stuff. He didn't even search the car. This is how crazy this was. If he searches the car, we're fucked. He doesn't even search the car, and he never gives us a breathalyzer. He doesn't even ask us if we've been drinking. And I know my breath was stinking, right? He goes, you have a suspended license. I go, I don't have no suspended license. What you talking about? He's like, yeah, you have a suspended license. You're driving on a suspended license. I go, you're tripping. So he throws us, and he's like, and then you are, I don't know, he arrested him. He's like, you got a warrant out or something. I don't know. I think it was a warrant. I think he had a standing warrant out, right? In another city. So he handcuffs us both, and I'm like, officer. Now, we're in the back of the car now, and I'm telling the guy, I'm like, my license isn't suspended. This is why he's arresting me. I'm not even thinking at this point that he didn't give us a breathalyzer. All right? So they take us into the Detroit jail, the Beaubien jail, right, where they hold you, right, where they booked me, right, and they booked my man too, right, Omar. So, and the charge was driving on a suspended license. That was the charge. He never gave us he didn't even give my man a breath. No, nobody got a breathalyzer, and they towed our truck. They towed our truck to some tow truck, not my truck. They towed my car to some place. You know, and never searched the car. The car's in my dad's name. So we get thrown into the cell. They they take my picture, they fingerprint us, take your belt. Obviously, you can't have a belt on. Now, mind you, back then, this is how I do my hair now, right? Now I was younger, I had a full head of hair. All right, and my hair, it was thick. I used to have this, I used to always have it kind of short like this on the side, but I had this long hair that I used to kind of slick back, kind of, right? But it was long. But now when the gel wasn't in it, it literally puffed up like I had an afro puff, bro. It was crazy. It was I looked crazy because my hair was curly. I had kind of curly hair. So I get thrown into one cell or holding cell, whatever, and then he gets thrown into the one next to me, right? The most dirtiest freaking Beaubien jail was the most dirtiest piece of trash jail ever. Downtown Detroit, the holding jail cell, whatever it is. Bro, there was literally freaking rats on the floor, bro. Okay, then you had a little wooden bench that you had to kind of sit on. All right, I got up and I was standing on the bench. I was standing on the bench. All right, Jufro, exactly. Yep, that's what it was. I was standing on the bench because I was disgusted. And then I was in there by myself initially, and my cousin was next to me, and there was two people in there with him. And then we could talk to each other and hear each other. And motherfuckers in the other one were like, "What up, bitch? You gonna die, bitch?" That's what they were saying. They're like just yelling it, right, to each other. And I'm sitting there talking to my cousin, like, what the fuck? What is going on, man? He's like, I don't know, bro. My bad. This is all my fault. I'm like, no, it's cool, man. So, and then they're not giving me my phone call, right? No phone call. They just left me in there for hours. So it's like 10 in the morning, bro. First of all, then I was by myself. Then at like 6 in the morning, they threw this like Lebanese boater dude with like a tuxedo on who was wasted. And he came in there and he fell on the floor and he was passed out on the floor. And there was like these creatures over. I don't know what they were. They were like little ass rat. Oh, it was disgusting. Mouses, rats. I don't know what they were. And I'm sitting there disgusted. I'm standing on a bench for 7 hours. So, and my mom and dad are like probably. I'm thinking I didn't come home that night. I don't just do that. I'll check in. So I'm thinking they're probably tripping out. Luckily, they didn't know I didn't come home that. They didn't even think about it. They woke up late, I guess, whatever. So it's like 9 in the morning, bro. I'm starting to lose my mind, bro. I'm literally starting to lose my mind. So I start like screaming, "I want my phone call. This is bullshit. What the fuck? I need a phone call. You owe me a motherfucking phone call. What the fuck?" And I look crazy. I got my afro puff going, right? And I look crazy. I wish there was a picture or video of it, bro, of me losing my mind and the way I looked, right? And the fucking guard, some guard comes up. He's like, shut your dumb ass up. Sit your ass down, man. And I'm like, bro, I can't do this anymore, man. It's been 7 hours, man. There's rats in here, bro. I need my fucking phone call, bro. I'm losing it. So I shut up. Like half hour later, I start screaming again. Nobody even comes. They just let me shut up, right? Finally, like 10 minutes later, get your ass up. Get your phone call, bitch. That's how they talk to you. They didn't give a fuck. Go get your fucking phone call. That's what you want, right? Call my mom. Hello? What's up? They didn't know I was. They thought I was. They didn't know I wasn't home. I'm like, listen, man. I'm out here in jail. Me and Amar got arrested, man. And then at this point, I knew there was no drunk driving charges. So I'm like, first of all, now I'm in my head that I'm arrested on false charges. My license isn't suspended, but that was the charge. So I'm like, Mom, they arrested me on a suspended license. I don't have a fucking suspended license. I don't know what's going on. I didn't tell her the real story about us switching. So she comes down there and she's fucking livid. She almost got arrested. This is the second time she had to come get me out of jail and they almost arrested her. They literally told her, ma'am, if you don't calm down, we're going to put you in handcuffs. That's what they told my mom. Because they're like, let my fucking son out. He ain't do shit. You've had him locked up for all night. You didn't give him up. Because I told her they didn't give me a phone call. You know, they waited 7 hours. So they calmed her down and they were like, they came and got me. Now, my cousin couldn't leave because he had that warrant. He had to see a judge on Monday. So they were going to hold him till Monday. They're like, come on, you get it now. She's posting your bail. So they came and got me. I got out. We go to pick up the car from the pound. They won't release us the car because the car's in my dad's name. Now, mind you, my dad had gotten sick around this time. He caught Guillain-Barré syndrome. He almost died, and he was in a wheelchair, but you know he survived. He was fine. But what that is you lose ability to use your muscles. You're like a kid again. You got to relearn how to use all your muscles. So, and like 85% of the people who get Guillain-Barré syndrome, they die, but he survived. So he was in a wheelchair at the time. They're like, we can't release it. We can only release it to your husband because it's in his name. So they weren't going to release the car. We almost got arrested there. They're like, what up, U.S. politics? What up, though? So we almost get arrested at the freaking tow shop place because they weren't releasing the car. When my mom's like, you want me to get my husband? He's in a wheelchair. We got to drag him down here. They're like, yeah. I'm his wife. They're like, we don't care. All right. So we had to go home, get my dad, come back, pick up the car, go home. It was a mess, right? So I got a court date. And I'm like, I don't know, I don't know how they're gonna do that. What up, Rome? What up, Doe? Shout out to Rome, man. So I'm like, I got a court date. So I'm like, how am I? I'm like, for driving on a suspended license, which wasn't. I went to Secretary of State to make sure my shit was legit. And they told me, yeah, you got a license. Well, I don't know. So they gave me a paper saying it's legit, whatever, from the Secretary of State. You got it notarized. Take with me to my court date. So we get to the court date, right? And bro, the cops there. We go in front of the judge, right? And I don't know what's going to happen because I don't understand. Like, first of all, I spent 10 hours in jail for this. Now, this is what it was. The cop was so mad. The cop was so mad that he knows we did the switcheroo, right? But he was so stupid because all he had to do was give us breathalyzers and didn't. And he had to search. He never searched our car because when I got the car, finally, I went back. I found the Hennessy in the car, and I found all the weed in the car. They never searched the car, bro. It was still all in there. This dumbass cop. The cop's there. He was mad that we did the switcheroo, but he couldn't prove it. He couldn't prove it. Because when he pulled us over, I was driving, but when he initially pulled us over, my cousin was driving when we did the switcheroo. And if we didn't do that switcheroo, bro, my cousin probably would have done another 4 years, bro. And he always tells me, like, you saved my life. Well, more time in jail. But because I don't think he ever went back to, he got out of that and he never went back to jail after that. That was his last time. But he would have been in bad trouble that day if we didn't do the switcheroo. So he always owes me one. He's owed me one forever, right? But he's paid me back tenfold. So we get the court date, right? The cop's there, and he's fuming. You could tell. The judge is like freaking. It's like a kangaroo court, bro. It's like The judge is like this comedian. I'm not lying. He's like a freaking comedian. You know, shout out. He was a black judge, you know, but he was just like, everything was a joke. I don't know where I was, right? Story time with DMV, right? So this is a crazy story, right? So the judge is telling, I guess like there's like I don't know, like the prosecutors who want to press, who like they want to. He's trying to tell them, hey, they did a switcheroo, right? But the judge wouldn't allow it because there was no proof of it. So he threw that out. He's like, you can't bring that up. He's like, you can't bring that up. Like, what are you talking about? You arrested him for a suspended license. So we get in front of the judge, calls my name, and the cop's sitting there. He's like, just pissed. The judge is like, whatever, da da da. He's like, yeah, you arrested on a suspended license? I go, he's like, what's your story? I was like, yeah, officer, I got arrested for a suspended license. I don't have a suspended license. He's like, you don't have a suspended license? I'm like, no. He's like, do you have proof of your license? I'm like, yeah. And I gave the paperwork. They gave it to the judge. He's looking at it. He's like, case dismissed. And I'm like, case. He's like, have a nice day. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? All right. And the cop was pissed. He even stood up and was like trying to like object, but they were like, sit down. You know, we'll be like, you know, it's just like, and that was it, man. And I don't know, I'm case dismissed. So I spent a whole night in jail with a bunch of rats and disgusting freaking trash. You know, I spent 8-9 hours. They booked me, and the case was dismissed. So that's a good judge, right? It was just straight up, case dismissed. He's like, I don't know why he arrested you. Case dismissed. I'm like, all right. And he knew why, because they've been talking. Like, it was part of, but he wouldn't allow it because there's no proof, right? There was no proof. Shout out to the UK for sure. That's a good judge. Yeah, he wouldn't allow it, and he was kind of like mocking the cop, kind of like whatever, brought him, like, you know. And the cop was so stupid. All he had to do was give me a breathalyzer, and he had me fucking good. But he gives me he made up. I don't know if he really thought I had a suspended license or he made it up. I don't know. I still don't know to this day if he just made it up because he wanted to arrest me for something and didn't think to give me a breathalyzer. Like, oh, no. It was a tough one, man. The cop who booked you wasn't. Yeah, he was there. He was there. He was definitely there. He was sitting there, and he was mad. And I seen him walking out too, and he was just looking at me, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck off, man? Like, you're stupid. I don't know if I ever told my mom the truth about the switcheroo. I think we always told her that I was just driving the whole time. I don't think I ever came clean on that. I think I took that. I kept that a secret. You know, because I didn't want her to. She probably would have been like, "What the fuck are you doing? You were gonna go to jail, you know, for Amara, and he'd been, you know, in jail in and out, and you're gonna ruin your record on drunk driving." I felt like she would have been mad, you know. You know, I did something noble. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Did you sue him? No, I didn't sue him. I was just happy to get off. You know, could we have sued him? I don't know. Maybe. Probably not. But it was crazy, bro. That was a crazy. But my cousin owed me for life after that one, bro. He owed me for life. There was no going back on that one. Bro. My mom's my heart, man. I never wanted to disappoint her. All right. When I never wanted her to find out I smoked weed, man. When I started smoking when I was like 15. I didn't want to, because she thought weed was bad, right? It was bad. It was like cocaine. It was the worst thing ever, right? So there were times where I would take my mom's car and we'd smoke in it, but then, you know, you air it out. You got the Ozium going. You figured you air it out. Good. Come back. She would take the car and she'd be like, what's that weird smell in the car? And I'd be like, oh, my boys are smoking a cigar or something. I'll blame it on a cigarette or cigar. And she's like, it doesn't smell like it. I don't know, Mom. And my mom thought I was an innocent sweetheart, like, for a long time, right? Even after the first arrest, right? with the thing, because she knew that wasn't my fault. That legit wasn't my fault. And she had this image of me like I was the good kid. You know, I was always my cousin and Martin. They were the bad ones. DeLon, he doesn't do that stuff. he's the good one, man. He's the good one, right? That was because I never wanted to make her. I didn't want to because she always wanted me to be good, right? So I didn't want to disappoint her, but she didn't know I wasn't that good. You know what I mean? But she didn't find out. Like she didn't like come to the realization that I smoked weed for real until I got arrested for weed, and then I couldn't. Even then, I still tried to perp like it wasn't mine. You know, like I remember when I first got arrested, I told her it was like I was holding it for someone, like an idiot. I was holding it for someone, but that didn't work. And then I came. Oh, and then when the reason why I came clean actually going to that court case because I was fighting it. I was being adamant that wasn't my weed because they didn't find it on me. They found it around the corner, and then there was a snitch who said that I had thrown it, and then they said they had my fingerprints. The cops were being petty as fuck, and there was this old man, like 80 years old, because I had thrown the bag before the cops had shown up, and then he's like, he threw something. You know, and they went and found it and they arrested me. So even to my lawyer, I was lying. I was like, it's not mine. It's not mine. How are they going to prove it's mine? I didn't know they had the snitch. I didn't know there was a snitch. The old man, he was willing to testify. So we get to court that day, right? And the lawyer pulls me over to the side. He's like, listen, he's like, they had your fingerprints on the bag and they have a guy willing to testify that they saw you throwing the bag. He's like, was it yours or not? You need to tell me now. He's like, this is go time right here. And I'm like, he's like, if you just tell me it's yours and we don't fight this, I can get your sentence or I can get, we can come up with a deal. But if you don't, we fight it, we take it to trial, you could probably do jail time if you're found guilty. And I'm like, my mom's there, and I'm like, it was mine. And that moment there, man, that was a bad day, man, because I didn't admit to it, right? And my mom was like, I was like, whatever, mom, man, fuck you want from me, man. I'm 18 years old, leave me the fuck alone. Oh man, this shit was crazy, bro. But that was the day she realized her son wasn't. I don't know how she did. She always had her suspicions because the car would always smell like weed. I smoke in my basement. I hit the one hitter a lot, and then I'm sure they smelled it. But I think she was just, had her head under a rock. She didn't want to believe it. But once I admitted to her, she's just like. But then I kind of got around it, and my mom is the type that if I tell her something, she believes it. I was like, listen, man, I smoked a couple of times with some dudes in college. Because I had just started college then when I got arrested for the weed. And I thought, it relaxes me, but I don't really do it. But I just happened to have it on me that day. And I think she pretended like she believed me. You know what I mean? Now it's a whole different story. It's whatever, bro. I don't give a fuck. And my mom has smoked weed since the whole weed revelation. Everything is cool now. Weed's not the devil anymore. Because weed was the devil back then, bro. Like, especially the older people. But now that it's so much more accepted, my mom actually she took a couple of puffs of the pen, the wax, because her friend was doing it, and now she don't smoke though, but she hit it a couple times, and she told me, she's like, I was like this. I was like, oh my God, man, my mom hit the fucking weed, man. What is going on, man? I'm not smoking with you, mom. No, I'm not doing it, man. I am not smoking with you, moms. Never. Leave that alone. I'm not doing it. I am not doing it, man. I can't do that. But shout out to my moms, man. She's doing good. But yeah, man, that's story time with D and me, man. I know. What are we? How did that all come about? I have no idea, man. I have no idea. We're supposed to talk about ruin your day, but it'll probably be up soon at 8:00, right? So it'll be up at 8. The Wi-Fi took us down. What are y'all talking about? Let's see what y'all talking about before I get off here. Fuck a story. This is Netflix original. That's what I'm saying, man. Story hella entertaining. What up, Yellow Brick? What up, though, man? That's my man right there. We read that. Shout out to the UK. The judge had to tell you to leave because thought you was in trouble. The judge had to tell you to leave because thought you was in trouble. No, I was like, no, because when the judge told me case dismissed, and then he's like, I was like, my mind, I'm not even thinking, all right, great, like, yes, I'm off. I'm like, I just spent a whole night in jail for nothing. I'm like, I was like, Judge, you're not. What are you? You're not like I wanted something to happen. Like I don't know what I wanted to happen. And he's like, you got it. You're off. You got to just go. Be happy. Leave. I'm like, all right, man. You know, I'm like, all right, guys. Like, I guess, man. You're right. You're right. You're right. I got relax for it. You okay? Not too bad. You don't get raped and stuff like that. Yeah, and there's no guns either, right? Uh, I done 2 years. I had a PlayStation in my cell, bro. You so for real? The cops thought the judge was going to take his side on the switcheroo. Yes, 100%. He did. The cop thought that. I bet the cop was in shock that he didn't. He was literally in shock that he didn't. I think because the cop was pissed. Yeah, the cigar. Yeah, it was a cigar. I don't know. It was a Swisher Sweet. I don't know, Mom, what the smell is. All moms do, even in the hood. That's why they don't deserve as much blame they get. Yeah, man, heart, man. I was a mama's boy, man. And my dad, I love both my parents, but my mom and dad had a great marriage. They had a great marriage. It was one of those like storybook marriages, you know. My dad just, when he married my mom, they didn't, you know, he was a rider for her and back and forth. They were married for 25 years till he died, and then she remarried about 5 years later to one of the nicest guys ever, man. So, you know, I've been blessed with a second, you know, stepdad who was just as cool as my original dad, man. So blessed for that, and I was just happy for her that she found someone. Because my mom was a wreck. It's like that was her whole life, and he died instantly. So it's like my mom was literally she was on fucking. They put her on pills for like a month. She became like a pill addict, bro. She didn't remember a whole week after he died. Like she has zero memory of. She doesn't remember being at the hospital. She doesn't remember the funeral. Nothing. And then she was drugged out for like 2 months, and she ended up having to go into detox. She didn't end up going into detox, but I had to, like, when she was getting off the drugs, because we had to get her off the drugs, we told her, we're like, Mom, this isn't healthy. She's taking way more than she's supposed to. I don't know what the fuck they had her on. They used to call them happy pills. They were giving her happy pills. So, and I still lived with her at the time. So when she was getting off the drugs, she would have withdrawals, right? So she would have the withdrawals, and then she would come out and she would call for me, right? She's like, "Come here, come here," and then I come down, and then hold on, guys, I don't know, I'm choking up, but so I come down, and I would have to like rub her back and feed her water, give her water, and like wipe her face off, and just I would stay with her for like 2 hours. You know, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. It's a stupid drug. She's trying to get off of them. But she finally, she had a couple of relapses, but then she finally kicked it, man. Proud of her. She finally, because they were just, because she always had a history of having panic attacks. She had a history of that, and so when this happened, man, it was crazy. But we got her through it. So she didn't, and she was not the same ever, you know, until she found that my stepfather. And he like saved her life, man, because she was never the same. And now she's like back to how she always was, bright and everything. Ah, there's Pansy. Hey, babe.
You're still alive?
Yep. We're chilling.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Just got finished QCing a few work orders.
Okay. What's up? Want to see Nene?
Of course. Oh, hi, pretty girl. Hi. She's pretty.
Yeah, we could have got some money for that. All things I don't see on the channel. False arrest. Couldn't have sued nobody.
Who sued?
No, I was just telling the story when we did the switcheroo with my cousin, and they false arrested me. And they never gave us the breathalyzer, and they arrested me for a suspended license that I didn't have, and they threw out the case.
Oh, your cousin Amara?
Yeah, Amara.
Oh.
And the dumbass cop was sitting there all stupid, like, and the judge is like, because the cop was trying to get him to, he's like, hey, they did the switcheroo, and the judge was like, yeah, but you ain't got no proof for that. I'm not bringing that up. Would you arrest him on? Like, suspended license. I showed him I didn't have a suspended license at the time, and he's like, case closed. Threw it out, and the fucking cop was pissed.
I mean, yeah, it looks stupid.
There's guns in the UK. Usually, actually easy to get. A revolver is about 1,000 with teeth. Oh, all right. I always heard there was, but you don't have much gun violence. So that's the thing, right? Not that many people die from gun violence in the UK. It's like what, 12?
I thought they didn't have any gun violence there.
They don't have barely any. I'm pretty sure. Dude's playing flag football out here.
Hi.
Yeah, there's All Things Poppin' Part 2. There you go. There you go. I know, Aunt. It's what's up, Aunt. Everybody keeps saying they can't find my page. I found it real easy, bro. I just typed it in exactly how you wrote it in the search, and it comes right up. So, he said they said not much gun violence, but knife stabbings are real high. Yeah, I heard that. I heard about that.
Why?
Because the people don't have, like, a lot of people don't have access to guns, I guess, so they use knives.
Is there a lot of violence there?
I know there's certain areas. I've heard certain people talk about certain areas where they're violent and certain areas where they're not. But you know, it's a big place.
The areas where they're violent, is it because there's a lot of immigrants?
USA politics, if you can answer that. I don't know. Big guns as sharp as knives.
Ask your viewers.
I did. It's good. They heard you.
Oh.
She said, or he said, they said yes. That's the reason.
Okay.
Muslims took over London. Yeah, I've heard that too. DME, same here, but I'm gonna just start commenting from here.
I've
That's cool. All things.
read stuff online about it, like the communities where there's a lot of immigrants, there's a lot of violence.
No big guns and sharp knives, Mom Beat. What the weed like in the UK? Yeah, that's a good question. What the weed? Maybe smoke. Maybe they got the good stuff out there.
How does the viewer from the UK feel about the influx of all the immigrants coming over there?
Would you like to respond to that, USA? You can respond to it. His name's USA Politics too. It's my man though. How you feel about all the immigrants?
The influx of all the immigrants coming into the UK.
I doubt London was taken over by Muslims. I'm smoking cookies right now. Okay. I've just seen it on the news. I've heard about it. You know, they make a big deal about it. That's why they left the European Union, right? That was the big issue. Muslims taking over everywhere, the UK, Africa, and Israel. They are ghettoizing certain areas, he said.
Does he believe that it's harder for them to assimilate and find jobs over there?
And he's like, yep, that's exactly why they left the Union, for the immigration reasons. He can hear you. EA, a big super state. EU. I said EA. I'm thinking of FIFA. Yeah, big super state. Yeah, I know some about it, but I don't know a lot about it, you know. I followed it when it was happening when they left. It was a big thing. They make a conscious effort not to assimilate. You know, it's kind of out like, babe. Let's bring Dearborn in the mix. You think they're like that in Dearborn? They make a conscious effort not to assimilate.
I mean,
that's where our heavy Muslim population is.
I grew up in like the Dearborn area. I lived in Dearborn Heights for a couple of years. So no, I think that some people want to and some people don't. I think the younger people definitely do.
Yeah.
Because it's, if you speak, whatever your native language is, like say you speak Spanish at home or you speak Chaldean or whatever, like Arabic, whatever you speak at home, that's your native language. So when you're out in the world, you do want to assimilate because you're interacting with other people.
Yeah.
So I think like old school people, yeah, because it's more comfortable for them and they're maybe a little bit fearful of the unknown, people that they don't know. So they do feel more comfortable. And then there's a language barrier. So they feel, maybe scared, worried that, whatever. And so they are kind of more close knit. But I think the younger generation definitely wants to assimilate.
I know about, they know about your border. So assimilation.
But I mean, I never felt like the people I dealt with.
No, they weren't bad. Like, well, when you get into like deep East Warren Avenue, there's different areas. They got Warren locked down between Southfield Road and what is it, Southfield and Outer Drive. They got Warren locked down over there. But I was in Dearborn all the time. I never had any issues with them, but there'd be a few guys, like anywhere else, that'd be not even about. It wasn't even the ones that weren't assimilating. It was like the punk teenager ones, still into this whole, oh, you're Muslim, you're Christian, we're beefing thing, Like,
it's different. It's different for women because women are friendly to women and men are friendly to women, so it's different.
Yeah, that's definitely a fact. When I was living in London, all I remember is all the young teens were killing each other over the zip code. You used to live in London, niece? Shout out to IHOP, random.
The young people were killing people for what?
She said that they were killing each other over zip codes.
Over what?
Zip codes. So, like, maybe they.
What's that?
Like, oh, they live here. You live.
Oh,
in
like territory.
Territory, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Post Cold Wars. Yeah, and the guy from there agreed. He said, yes, that's the thing. Do I do meth? Oh, babe, can we answer this question for the last time for these people?
Gross.
Do I do meth? Do I do coke? Do I do any of these hard drugs?
I mean, but I feel like when you ask someone something like that, it's kind of like, what do you expect the person to say? Because,
right.
I mean, if I'm just really saying, like, okay, somebody who's using meth or whatever, like, they're going to look like The Walking Dead. They're going to have rotted out teeth. They're going to, like, look like they've been using drugs, especially meth because it's something that's hard to hide.
Yeah, the guy from
like
crack. The guy from the UK said, "You don't do meth, you look too healthy." Exactly, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying. So, like, you have all your teeth. You don't have like marks all over your face. I mean, you can go online and you can Google the effects of meth photos, and there'll be pictures of people who were doing it for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and they look very unhealthy.
All right,
they're putting poison into their bodies on a regular and consistent basis, and like the more you do, the more you want to do. So
he's taking it back now, but before he did, he said, you up real late, and your last bit I watched, you totally did. I've done it before. And then he said, you only get like that if you do it all the time. And now he's like, my bad. Never mind.
You only get like what, the rotted out teeth and all that if you do it all the time.
Yeah, if I tried it before, I'd say that. I would tell you guys. I don't give a fuck. I don't hide nothing.
Yeah, but like, okay. So
I've never tried meth. Where do you even get meth? Can you get? Is it easy to get meth in Detroit?
I mean, I'm quite sure anything you want.
Yeah, but I've never had anyone try to sell me meth before.
Because you don't hang out with that crowd.
Yeah, I don't even know. Do you know any meth heads?
Yes.
You do? I don't know any meth heads.
I mean, I don't socialize with them, but I know people who do it, and I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I definitely know people. I could look at them and tell they do it, but it's not my crowd, and they're not people that I'm going to be hanging out going to brunch with. So, I mean,
you make it, fam. You go ahead. Now I'm Walter. What's his name? Walter White. He goes, I make it. I know that you make it. I watched Breaking Bad. No one really like. It's not like a. I don't know if it's a drug that's a choice around here, at least.
There are a lot of people who do it. Like, you know, it's kind of it's certain groups of people that do it more than others. I'll say that.
Southern Indiana is full of it. Yeah.
And there's an area outside of Atlanta called it's called the opioid triangle. Like a lot of people down there are doing all that different kind of stuff, mixing, whatnot. I think anything you want to find, you can. If you go out right now,
I'm sure.
Find it.
I'm sure that. I was just wondering if it was something that was hell of around here, you know, like an epidemic.
I mean, but like, okay, this is the thing about like something like crystal meth. It's just like heroin or crack or cocaine. Like, okay, so you try it one time, but who's to say that one time you try it, you don't get hooked on it? So, you know what I mean? Like, you put your pants on one leg at a time, just like everybody else does, and just like all those other people who didn't think it could happen to them, it can happen to anybody. So that would be the whole reason why you wouldn't try it, is because so many people have ruined their lives and ruined their families and you know, killed themselves thinking, oh, I can try it one time and it won't do anything to me, or it'll just be fun for this one day, and it doesn't turn out that way. So you're no different, I'm no different, and anybody listening, they're no different either. It's just all it takes is one time for you to get hooked.
Meth is a vial. No one takes it in the UK. Meth is like a poor American drug. Opioids are now the preference. You are near black blood. Everyone's on opioids. Just pass the trees. That's what I'm saying, Money Man. That's all I do, man. Just pass the trees, man. It makes you feel like Superman. All right. Like Superman, huh?
Yeah, but then look at the pictures of like the people who've done it. Like, I don't want to look like that. I'm good.
Random. Shout out to Meth. So do you know why Battle Goof made a separate channel? Do you know DME? I mean, he claims that his channel got flagged.
No comment.
No comment, right?
Yeah, you don't want him trying to shut yours down, babe.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. For what, though? What do you think?
It doesn't matter. You shouldn't talk about him, just so like he can stay in his lane, you can stay in yours.
I don't know what he's doing, man. We'll call him. Well, you just call him Bozo the Clown. You can talk about him as long as you don't refer to him. His name. But yeah, he claimed that he got flagged, so he had to set up a separate channel because he can't upload for a couple of weeks. I don't know. He could be lying. His channel's still there. Trees is all you need.
But if he's shutting other people's channels down, then, you know, like, if you're trying to gun people down, they're gonna try to gun you down, tit for tat.
Bozo the Clown is funny as fuck, but a pedo needs to be hurt. Yeah, that's the thing. For sure.
Let me see my baby one more time, and then I'm gonna try to lay down.
All right.
Pretty girl.
Y'all want to see Nene in her outfit? She's been like chilling there. Where she goes? You see her, babe?
She's relaxing.
She's sleepy.
Where's her other blanket?
It's right here. She likes to jump from one spot to the other. It's on the other couch. She'll like leave here and she'll go there.
Where's her Sons of Anarchy blanket?
It's on the couch in the living room. That's just so that's where she uses it for there.
Oh. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll call you guys later.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right, Ponce breaking it down for y'all, man. She always interested, man. Shout out to her, man. Up and sleeping, wakes up, does more work, goes back to bed. It's crazy. I know where you are. What you talking about, niece? You know where I am? And what you can't find, just click on it. If you can't find All Things Popping, you just click on it. He's got the part 2 right here in the chat. How do you not find it? He's getting cooked. Who's getting cooked? Mike getting cooked? By who? Bozo is funny as fuck. Oh, we read that. Is it the one with Look in it? Mook in it? He's lying. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm avoiding. What am I avoiding? Oh, not me. All right. You guys aren't even talking about me. All right, never mind. That's funny. Nene, a pit bull? Yeah, she's a pit bull mix. She's a rescue dog. So she's got pit bull in her. We don't know what her other thing is. We know she's a mix of something. But we rescued her, man. Otherwise, they would have, And she was one of the most popular dogs at the pound we got her from. Literally, when we adopted her, like half the staff came out to say goodbye to her. It was crazy. They loved her. Oh, okay. Bozo the Clown. I got you. Got to right click his name and say Go Profile. I mean, is it that hard to do? DME, you got an overseas connect? Nah, I got no connects, man. I got no over connects. I got no connects at all, man. Rome, you guys on Compass Beyond your Jay Black stuff. What does that mean? Shout out to the Black Compass, man. They're doing a good job over there, man. Their chemistry's getting there. I mean, you gotta love Posey, bro. And Tony Polo, they're fucking hilarious. The guys are doing good over there. Good stuff over there. Y'all missed a couple of uploads to the Patreon, Rome. I'll tell you that much. I'm a Patreon, and I like to listen to the show after it happens. And I think you missed one or two. I don't know what happened there, but just say I had to wait for it to drop on YouTube, even though I'm a Patreon. I just forgot. Black Compass is lit. Yeah, Black Compass is definitely lit. He letting y'all take care of it. Y'all crazy, man. I was looking for the channel, but I kept seeing the original. I don't know, niece, man. I don't know what's going on. It should, what DME mean? Do meth every day? Yeah, do meth every day, man. Should be up today. All right. That's what's up. But that is funny. Do meth every day. That should be my. You can use that if you want to troll me. It's cool. I mean, if I click on his channel, I'll go right to it. Let me see. Can I click on his channel? Well, I can't click on it from the chat. It's weird. I thought I can click on the names. How come I can't? I don't know, but it's easy to find. It's my initials, Sean Turner. Just my initials. It's not just it's boring. My boring initials. That's all it is. Now Andy, he's cool and he has a lot of URL info. Why would Andy say? Oh, Rome is annoying. Y'all crazy. There it is. There it is. I got the notification, Rome. That's what's up, man. Just like that, man. Oh, that's what's up, man. I can listen to it later when I get up in the morning. That's cool. Yep, just got the notification, man. It does the little beep beep for Patreon. Patreon gives me a notification. Fan debate night. All right, all right. Yeah, I wasn't able to listen to that one. I wasn't around. DME, I asked because I wanted to get some merchandise for cheap overseas to sell in the States. Oh, okay. Oh, merchandise. Yeah, I don't have no connects, but I feel you, bro. You can do it. I support Black Compass in spite. I've told myself I'll give Rome a chance. Give him a chance, man. Their chemistry's getting better, man, for sure. It's always going to be an interesting transition because 4 of the 5 hosts were from Angry Fan, and then it's just basically minus and Caps and then Rome. But the platform is definitely different. It's not the same as what Angry Fan was doing. It's a different type of platform, and I respect it. They stay away from all the drama. Just talk battle rap, man. In this crazy battle rap world, sometimes we need that. You know what I mean? Y'all fucking crazy, man. Y'all are fucking crazy. It's good sometimes to talk that battle rap shit. I think they stayed away from the drama, which is good. And that. So when you're so accustomed to hearing those other 4, on one show, and mind you, the quality is so much better because it's on freaking Discord instead of Blog Talk. But it's gonna take a lot of chemistry, man. It's gonna take a lot of chemistry, and I think the last one I heard wasn't the fan debate. I can't remember which one it was. I think the one before this one, the one like 2 ago, that was fire. That was a good one. I'm not a guest guy. I don't really like guests so much. They had the Norbs, and your boy Pete a lot. Those are definitely interesting and controversial and gave me stuff to blog about. But I just like going them 5 just talking shit. Rome be spazzing sometimes, bro. Rome had an epic spaz about franchise. That was fire. That was absolute fire. I think franchise is fire too. I thought franchise beat Joe. They were making it sound like franchise was trash, man. I don't understand that. How was franchise trash? Y'all rock a franchise? You don't know nothing about it. What you talking about? I'm watching that Bozo video on man's channel. That's funny. So I don't know, man. I think franchise is good though. I don't know. We'll have to see more, but I thought he 3-0 prep. He beat Joe. I thought he won his King of the Dot. I think it was A Ward. Yeah, a couple King of the Dot battles, but I think the one I first saw him in was A Ward. Can't remember who won that. Franchise is decent. Franchise is dope. Fran from GT. It's weird. Rope has a put a detective log on him. Yeah. I mean, maybe it'll come. You never know. Don't be sleeping on him. I battle in less than 2 weeks. Pray for me. That's what's up, Rome. Rome, is your flip battle still going down in April, bro? I'll be there, man. If it is, man, let me know if it gets canceled. So I'll just go there. Black Compass needs to be in the building, man. I asked Tony, bro. He said he ain't coming to no goddamn Flint. Are you crazy? I'm like, come on, man. It's your boy, man. It's Black Compass got to represent. On April 20th, I think. Unless Rome just kills it in 2 weeks and then he gets a PG. I'm going to kill him in Flint dirtier than the water. Oh, shit. That's what's up, man. Twerk's still on their car. Twerk's on the car, which is crazy. That's going to be fire, man. Don't worry. I'll bring y'all some weed, man. I got you guys, man. You don't have to sneak it in. I got you guys. How many blunts you guys need, man? I got you. Oh, shit. Was that Bangs and Fran battle good? I haven't seen it. Bangs and who? Wait, Bangs and you talking about the new one? I haven't seen it yet. I meant to watch it. I think I saw Rome's I think he did a recap about it. I haven't got to watch it yet. Let's see. Go to the URL page. Where is it? Where is it? How come URL isn't one of my top request like, oh, fettuccine and bangs. Yeah, that's what I like. I thought you said franchise and bangs. I'm like, no, what franchise and bangs? Twerk don't smoke. Say what? I thought for sure twerk. Wow, that's fucking breaking news. Oh shit. Me and drugs do though. 20 blunts, got you, bro. I got you. That's funny, man. I thought for sure twerk smoke, man. That's what's up. I got you, bro. Don't even worry about breaking none, man. I got you guys. I don't know if you guys are flying or driving. I'm probably sure you're flying, so you couldn't bring any anyway. So, but you got to connect. Um, that Honor Up movie is pretty trash. Oh, that wasn't franchising bangs. Yeah, Fetty, exactly. Yeah, with a big bottle of Parmesan. Yeah, that's what's up, man. How you think you got such a good memory? Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, because my memory's complete trash, bro. Like y'all can, bro. You can be like naming battles and not be like if you could be trolling me and be like, name a battle and be like, I was like, did that happen? I wouldn't know. I'd be forgetting so much shit. Flint was an inside job, bro. It's the shadiest thing ever, and it's still going on. How about that one? How about that one? It's still going on. The goof rap video with all his boys in hilarious. Where can I see the full video? I think you can Google it, man. I think you just Google Ham Boys and it should pop up. How do you think he got such? That's right. Lake Michigan has some of the cleanest water in America. Yeah. So what happened with Flint? Right? What happened with Flint? Mister, I want all the smoke. Bro, I gotta write 2 rounds and memorize them for Peanut. Still, I gotta stop bullshitting. And it's not that Peanut, guys. It's not that Peanut. But yeah, I know. Yeah, you gotta get them memorized, bro. This could be your, you know. Hey, what do y'all think, man? Let me know what y'all think since we got Rome here for a minute. Don't put it off like these battlers do and catch up to you. Yeah, because DME would do a recap, Rome. I'm definitely doing a recap of the Rome. I'm doing a recap of the whole event, bro. Oh, 100%. Rome cut it out. Don't be like twerk. What y'all think, man? I don't know if y'all seen Rome battle, man. He's got a couple battles which are pretty good. Y'all think he should do a? Y'all think he let's go off those last couple battles he did. He's not doing another one. Let's say he doesn't do another one. Y'all think he should just get a PG? Because I don't understand the PG system anymore. You know, y'all we'll do a black compass. One in the chat if he should get a PG. 2 if he shouldn't. Right? If he deserves a PG. I wrote both my battles the day before I battled Laughing Out Loud, but I'll be all right. Goldie was one day. Yeah, Goldie was one day prep. That battle was funny, man. Just the look on Goldie's face was gold. Was gold, right? It was classic. Because Goldie was like, he was like taken aback, bro. And I don't know what the fuck Goldie was rapping about, bro. He's just, I don't know, man. No ones or twos. All right, guys. Whatever, man. Yo. I Google mapped his house. He got shook. I don't think he should get a PG. 2 battles isn't enough. But what's the criteria to get a PG? 2 battles isn't enough. So you're 3, 4, 5, 6, 15. Like, what do we? I don't know. I don't know what the criteria is to like who gets one. And I am so sick of talking about the damn PGs with Loso, man. I'm just fucking either do it or don't. Shut the fuck up, man. Like for real, I'm just so sick and tired of that shit. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Just do what you do, man. You'll make more probably do your thing, man. Do your King of the Dot, do your RBs, do you go overseas? You don't have to be on URL. I get you want to be on URL. But Rome has to go. We got hard battles. One day prep is lame though, Rome. As a blogger, you should know that is something we yell at battlers for. They definitely got to prep, bro. That's the thing. Don't be Jersey at no rounds, Rome. Don't be Jersey at it, man. I'm gonna be critical of my recap, man. The twerk better win too, man. And drugs is on the card. This is gonna be crazy, man. It's like a DMV invading Flint card, bro. Rome got bars. Yeah, he does. He does. Getting off the subject, but do you remember X Factor versus Avalanche? I will fuck you guys up, man. Stop it. Be critical as fuck. Ah, yeah, I will. I will, man. Uh, what happened to Vodafy? I don't know. He be blogging, I guess. He be blogging. No way, no Jose. Brought the house down, didn't it? That brought the house down, I thought. Summer Madness. Uh, X Factor and Avalanche. Oh, a long time ago. No, probably Poppin' TV. This blogger stuff is gold. So I don't know, man. Avalanche is I don't even remember what league that was on. What league? What league was that battle on? I don't remember. Was it like D12 there or something, or like Bizarre? I don't know. I feel like they were like hosting it or something. I'd rather watch bloggers than battlers at the moment. That's crazy. Yeah, no way, no Jose shook the building, man. That's all I gotta say. Rome has to be aggressive and mean it. Get in his opponent's face. It's all about selling it. Bro, have you seen him battle? That's what he does. That's what he does, man. Are you pulling online? No, I'm about to get off soon, man. It's fucking 5. 106 in Park in HBO. Yeah. But that particular, and I think he's from Jersey, right? Avalanche. That particular battle, though, I think like Bizarre was hosting it, if I remember. I don't know. I know I've seen it, but I don't remember that shit. I don't know who won. Showtime battle specials, HBO, the good old days, though. Showtime. I forgot, but they coin tossed before every round. Avalanche won. They okay, all right. Oh, they coin tossed before every round. That's crazy. So he just kept. How does that work? I don't know how that works. But yeah, guys, it's 5, bro. We pulled another all nighter, man. Shout out to Avocado, man. He tried, man. That was the whole point of this live, right? We never really talked about it at all, right? I think we talked about it for like 1 minute. But yeah, they were supposed to hold the free YouTube event today, but the Wi-Fi was trash. So I guess they recorded it and it already happened, and they're gonna post it at like 8 in the morning. So like a couple of hours, we'll get to see it. Rome, they said that Avo they were trying to do it, but he said the Wi-Fi at the venue was complete trash, and he could have done it. He could have done it, but he didn't want. He thought it was just gonna be. He thought it was just gonna keep getting shut down and going offline. He wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't happy with the Wi-Fi signal. So he was just like, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna. We're gonna record it and put it up. We're gonna live. He's gonna live stream it at like 8 in the morning. So we'll see how Nestle versus Chilla Jones goes, right? And Lucifer, he's pretty good. And then whatever was the other battle, I can't remember now, man. I don't know. I gotta get some bet. I gotta get some bet. That's the reason you're awake. What event had that? It was the FB5, whatever it is. The Avocado. He's doing a free event, man. It was headlined by Chilla and Nestle. So damn, that's good because I missed it. I think it was. It's in Cali. I'm assuming, because that's where he's based out of. So sure, it was somewhere in Cali. But Damn, bro, just woke up and DME's still live. I know, man. I know. This was originally going to be the after party for the battle for the event, but then the event never happened. So we're just going to talk about it not happening. And then was what it was. Well, he's playing at 8 a.m. Yeah, 8 a.m. But I don't know if that's Eastern time, California time, Pacific time. 8 a.m. What? Just woke up after 8 hours. Yeah, DME pulling all night, and now I gotta get to bed, man. I gotta get to bed. So it's being streamed on Ruin Your Day's channel. Ruin Your Day. I saw everyone went live. I got the morning shift, I guess. Yeah, that's everybody be going live now, man. It's funny, man. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to Rome. All Things Poppin' Part 2. It's not hard to find. We can find them. Hubert, Nuhan, Reed Jones, Ike James. All you guys that are still rocking with me this late, man. Evan Richardson, Calico, and Clean hooking up for a 2-on-2. I don't know, man. That'd be fire. Digi, all you guys, man. USA politics, man. Good. We had a good talk today for sure. Learned some stuff. Shout out to Payne, man. Money Miz, that's my man right there. Money Miz and D, all you guys, man. Appreciate y'all rocking me this late, man. So it's pretty cool, man. 5:07. We out. Go to bed, guys. Go to bed, man. All right, I'm out, boys. Peace.